big thing has arrived. The last professional broadcaster. Sirius XM's Iron Man. All day, every day for the past 365 days. It's been prime time all the time. This is the 1-year anniversary of Sam Roberts Show.
Hey guys! What's going on, guys? How are we? Welcome to Sam Roberts Show. And welcome to the first Sammiversary. Hopefully the first of many, but that's not guaranteed. But the first wasn't guaranteed, and now we're all here. I see we have 15-year-olds, we have people in wheelchairs, women, men, Mexicans, and that's important to me. You know that. I'm already looking at the faces, and I can tell who's who. This is very, very exciting. We're going to have a lot of people. See, this, for me, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I've just been on the air for a year. Like, it's not like everybody was coming up to me and saying congratulations, but it's not about the fact I've just maintained. You know, it's not like this thing, like they haven't thrown me out yet. But they don't throw a lot of people out here. This is more of a celebration of what we've all created, right? This is about what you guys have gotten on board with. This is about some of the people that have helped over the last year or so, some of the people that you've been introduced to. It's going to be a very busy show. There's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of weirdness. I like that throughout the day, and I like that a lot of you were like, a lot of people got here early. There were people like outside, and they saw like, oh, this person was out lingering on the sidewalk, or they saw, this person was like tweeting. Like, so there are rumors about what's happening, but nobody knows for sure. I don't even really know for sure. But I think we're going to get started. We will have Mary Jean here, one would assume. But she's late. She put out a press release, like herself. Like, I didn't put a press release out about it, but she put a press release out about her being here at 7. And it's 7. But she's not here, so she proved her own press release wrong. However, we do have a lot of people here. Would you like to see somebody else? Yeah. You would. That's real nice. That's real great. I put my face on the thing. I named it after me, and another person would be better. All right. Well, then why don't we bring out my sidekick extraordinaire? This person, when we first started doing Sam Roberts Show. She called me up out of the blue from L.A., and she was like, look, what you're doing, I see you over there, Mark in San Diego, booing L.A. Like, if we could not be, that's nationalistic, that's not patriotic. I thought we've talked about this. When we first started doing the show, she called me, and she was like, look, I know what you're doing. I like what you're doing. I believe in what you're doing. I think it's cool. I think it's special, and I just want to be a part of it. So she was like, she'd just go, I'm going to New York for 2 weeks. I'm going to fly myself out there. Can I just shadow your show? I was like, yeah, okay. And this hot chick shows up and just starts shadowing me. I'm like, okay, sure. And she's now moved to New York. Well, Connecticut, but New York. She's officially a part of the show. Let's give a warm welcome to Miss Cathy Kelley. Cathy Kelley. Cathy Kelley is here. Look at her. Cathy, sit down and make sure you keep those legs crossed.
Yes.
There's a lot of wandering
Sit to the
eyes
side.
here. Yeah. Is there anybody here that you're specifically excited about meeting? Because Cathy knows the Sam Roberts Show culture better than just about anybody.
I would say I'm not excited to meet Mark.
Why is that?
Because he booed me when I came out. Are you kidding?
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
what
that
a
great.
Jerk.
That's not that great. Well, we'll talk to him about that. We'll probably do a top of the show phone segment with just you here. Because I don't know. I mean, everybody who calls in, I think, is in the room. So
I'm not going to light up the phones tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do that. But we have a lot of guests, too, coming in. It really bothered me. I don't know if you saw this, if you were in the office yet, but they did a poll. Fox News was reporting on this. And you know I always like to keep abreast, Cathy, of what's going on the news. And Fox News, that's right, I'm a professional broadcaster. Troy just adjusted my microphone. Troy is hot, I guess. Fox News reported that the number one fast food chain in terms of customer service Can we guess what it is? What do we think? Chick-fil-A. Apparently they don't go to New York because it was, 3 weeks ago that they gave me a sandwich without a top bun? They never apologized, never explained how it would happen, nothing. I've sat down, and there's been many times, even when they put a top bun on the thing, that I'm down there waiting for 15 minutes for fast food. It's a lie. I don't know where this data is coming from, but it has to be looked into. And I'm telling you, people were asking, like, who's going to be here. This is not a show where you'll see, like, Kevin Pollak won't be here tonight. Well, Kevin Pollak. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Guy Fieri, unfortunately, will not be able to make it. The Filthy Brothers. And I want you all, feel free to tweet photos because the Filthy Brothers will not be on the show, and I think they need to receive some photos, and they can be told exactly what it is that they're missing.
They'll have FOMO.
Here today. Very much FOMO.
Block party.
That's right. Block party indeed. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Cathy, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah?
This is like the peak event, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this for a year.
It's weird because I felt like I just kind of threw it together like 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay. The other thing that I saw, and I don't know if this has anything to do with us, but you know how much time we spent talking about cereal. Well, this is the pulse, what I have on the pulse of pop culture. I decided that we would really talk about Serial Season 2, which nobody listened to. The Bergdahl season of Serial podcast. They announced today that
well, the biggest
people are
news.
just waving me off like stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw today that Adnan is going to get a new trial because of Serial Season 1. But the podcast that we decided to cover, Serial Season 2, everybody's just like, oh, yeah, no, we thought Bergdahl was an asshole. And it turns out he's an asshole. So we just stopped listening after episode 3.
I think that's the first time that a podcast has actually done anything.
Yeah, I don't know if we're probably just going to find out that he was guilty anyway. Like, the podcast just stirs up a bunch of people doubting. It's like Netflix documentaries. Like, they just take a theory and run with it. But what if? I think anytime you end up with entertainment, something like that happens. Jed, you made it. I was surprised that you made it because I figured that after you were naked in Times Square this morning, jumping up and down on the stairs, they wouldn't let you out. But you got here.
I couldn't find my pants, I found my overalls.
You got your overalls. Why don't we have Troy? You can hear me. Why don't you come in while we're waiting for our... See, the idea was the on-the-street reporter would report in here and talk to you guys, but she's late. So, Troy, why don't you take that microphone? I'd like to see who's here. Let's do, Adrian, if we have some production, let's do a very special Sammiversary edition of the Top of the Show phone segment, the segment that is revolutionizing radio like nothing else has. Adrian, if you will.
For the past 8,760 hours, 365 days, 52 weeks, 12 months, Sam Roberts has dominated broadcast media. Now's your chance to congratulate the king, or just thank him for saving radio. Either way, show
Sam
some
Roberts
respect.
sucks.
It's Sam Roberts Show 1 year anniversary.
So that's it. It's the Top of the Show phone segment. No wonder you were listening to that music. It's the Top of the Show. He was like listening to John Cena's music all day yesterday. It's the Top of the Show phone segment, which I would give the phone number out, but I'm not answering calls. I'm leaving it to you, the folks that are here at Sammiversary. So if anybody, raise your hands up. I see you in the blue hat. If you could head back there. Yes, what's your name and where are you coming from?
Oh, hi, Sam.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's Mark in San Diego.
What's going on, Mark?
So before I used to think Cathy Kelley was a creep, but she has lovely locks, dude.
You like her hair? Is that?
Yeah, it's better than yours, bro.
You think so? Well, she certainly spends more time on it. Her locks.
Yeah.
That's just in reference to her hair.
Yeah, that's.
okay.
What are you thinking about?
No,
creep?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure. So you no longer have a grudge against Cathy Kelley because she has better hair than you thought.
No, Jed changed my mind about her, so.
Jed did.
Aw, Jed.
All beef is squash.
Incredible already. We've been on the air for 5 minutes and we're squashing beefs. This is unbelievable. Well, thank you, Mark in San Diego. As a matter of fact, I see Jed is on the line as well. Jed from PA, who would like to be referred to as Possum King, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's Possum King.
What are you looking? Did you just look into the camera?
Yeah,
He's pandering to the audience.
Video cameras in here.
What am
and
I
this
supposed
ass
to do?
just look at me. We're
Oh,
talking. How
I
many
said-
times they've been in here the whole time? How many times do I looked in the camera?
Oh shit, it's Sam.
Yes. Yes.
I recognize the hair.
I don't know if you've heard, but they call me Possum King. Just mean mugging.
Well, I did come to see your hair.
Well, I appreciate that you're here, Jed. Your goatee is much more impressive in person.
Thank you. I trimmed it up just for you.
I bet you did. I don't think there was any doubt as to who you were. There's one guy in here with a camo T-shirt on, overalls, and an NRA hat backwards.
America.
Yeah, that's right. That's
And
right.
I also came because I got a present for Cathy Kelley.
Well, let's save it because we will do the Chris the Teacher presentation of the gifts later on this evening's broadcast. So save it for then. It better not be in your pants because the rules of exposure still exist in this studio.
You're cutting out, Sam.
Well, thank you, Jed from Pennsylvania. Whose hand did I see up here? Your hand, yes. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Mark, New Jersey.
Mark in New Jersey.
And just wanted to say thanks, Sam. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday. That's fantastic. Yes, I decided of all days to make today Thursday, and thank you for being here. I'm going to guess you are 15-year-old JC? You're, yeah. I thought so. How's it going?
It's going good.
You have, like, when I was 15, well, I sounded like this, so I didn't sound like a man. You have this, like, deep voice. You look in person. See, every time I hear you on the phone, I'm like, it must be a different JC, as if any other parent would be cruel enough to name their boy JC.
Yeah.
But I always think that, like, you're not actually 15 or it's a different JC. You have the appearance of a 15-year-old, but the voice of a strong man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. How was the trip in?
Oh, it was fine, I guess.
Everything good?
Well, the flight I was supposed to come out on Wednesday, it got delayed like 4 hours, and then it was canceled, so I had to fly out, Wednesday morning, so yeah.
Do you hear that voice, Cathy? Do you know what I would have done at 15 to have that voice? Like when I wanted to, I don't know what I want to do in radio, but I want to do something in radio. You know how much tougher it is for me to sound like this?
And you're telling him to not go into radio? You're telling him to pursue a dank meme page?
Well, the problem...
Can't use his voice doing that.
Well, no, yeah, you're right, but the problem is, as the last professional broadcaster, no matter what your voice sounds like, there's nothing left after me.
no hope.
But you could use your voice for other things.
I could, but
You can't get women like you're not an ugly guy, and you got that like way past 15-year-old voice. You can't get chicks.
You could
Nah.
definitely be Instagram famous with 15-year-old chicks.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's a cutie pie for
That's
a 15-year-old?
yeah, that's like their type.
Like 15-year-old girl.
Work on that.
I think Cathy is like trying to get around hitting on you. Like her instinct is to hit on you, but then she remembers you're 15. And it's that like school teacher kid thing. Like nobody would blame her, but it's still illegal.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've never slept with a teacher, have you?
Nah.
Would you, as a 15-year-old, like if a teacher was hitting on you, would you rat her out?
I'd probably rather, yeah.
What if it was Chris? You really would? So, like, if let's say you had a teaching assistant that looked like Cathy, right? She was like, "Oh, JC, really like your voice," and she just started sending you like nude pics. Not that the great Cathy Kelley would ever do something so
Never.
uncouth, but let's say she did. You think you would rat her out?
Probably not. No.
Probably not. Probably not. Would you pursue? Do you think?
No.
Why not?
I'm 15.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's the perfect time to do. That's what makes you. That's so amazing.
Well, sure.
You would.
Sure.
You would. I thought so. I thought so. All right. I'll stop putting you on this spot. Let's give JC a round of applause. Let's give JC a round of applause. Now, let's go over to this gentleman who's. There are a couple. Mark from New Jersey, very well dressed. A few very well dressed gentlemen. Crippled Not Sam fan. I'm assuming you're Crippled Not Sam fan. I hope I'm not generalizing. Yeah, you can hang on, get crippled. Yeah, I hope when I call you that, you know.
Of course not.
Yeah, unless that was just the chair that was in here and you decided to sit in that.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
It's the one with the wheels in. You're very well dressed for I can call you a crippled man. That's your Twitter name.
Yeah.
That's not
yeah.
offensive.
That or Chris, whatever
Chris,
works for
I'll
you.
do
You're the
Chris.
boss.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Chris, though, you're a well dressed guy.
Thank you. You as well.
Oh, thank you very much. You take that seriously. You're like, I want to come correct.
Yeah. Every day for work too.
You do? What do you do for a living?
I sell franchises.
What kind of, like fast food franchises?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A?
Better not be Chick-fil-A's.
No.
Because let me tell you something. If it is Chick-fil-A's, you sold it to the wrong fucking people on this board. Because they have
Fired then.
Yeah. You did the wrong thing completely. Well, I'm happy that you made it up here.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Yes, for sure. I want to go over, though, as well-dressed as Chris and all these people are. You are, my friend, you're wearing a suit. You got the whole deal on. You got great socks. Your socks look
You look
expensive.
better than Sam.
Whoa. This shirt is
I
chambray.
mean, from the ankles down, he wins, but
Yeah, I don't know even about that. His socks look expensive. That's how good his shoes look. So, what's your name?
My name's Chad.
Chad, are you a regular listener to the show?
I listen to the show. I don't call in though.
Oh, see, that's why don't you call in?
You're part of our Saturday morning routine.
What's the Saturday morning routine? Is this your wife? No, girlfriend. Okay, I see you over there. Okay, just girlfriend. We don't know what's gonna happen. Let's not put any labels on anything, right? That's where things end up. That's cool. How long have you guys been dating?
Why you gotta be asking these difficult questions right now, Sam?
It's tough, right?
Yeah, I don't like this.
You need to but how long? Because you're a good-looking woman.
this is why they don't call in.
Simple questions confuse them. How long have you been dating? More or less. Like, give me a ballpark. I'm not gonna fact check.
Over 6, under a year.
Okay, so not that long.
Yeah.
But the relationship's going very well. Whose idea was it to come to the show?
Claudia's.
Oh, the lady's idea. I like that. Claudia. So, but this is part of your Saturday morning routine?
Yeah.
Explain the routine to me.
So I've got a very chill vibe, right?
Right.
He likes to just get up and get to business.
Right.
Okay.
Did you come from work today?
I did.
Oh, so this isn't for me? This look, I mean?
It
You didn't-
100% is.
I appreciate that.
But it's also indirectly not.
Yeah, your coworkers were like, God damn, you're dressed well today. Yeah, I got a radio show to go to later. So what is the Saturday morning routine?
So
I replace your cartoons?
yeah, basically.
That would make sense.
Basically.
Yeah.
No, so we don't catch the Friday show.
Oh,
I
that's a shame.
download it. We listen, make breakfast in the morning on Saturdays, have coffee.
You guys live together? Oh, I get it. But they still get breakfast together. You know what that means, Kathy? Friday nights, we do it. I like that.
That's why they're not listening to Sam.
Right. That's why you can't catch the show.
That'd be a mood killer.
Right. I am your post-coitus entertainment. I love that.
You gotta stick to the schedule and get it in, dude.
You're right. Friday nights. That's right. That's the time you're inside me. Well, congratulations, both of you. And I really appreciate both of you being here, and that you did dress up, because you could have schlubbed down. What if I know you? Why is he sitting in the back? Go back there. Our former intern, and this is how many of you guys? When did you guys start listening? How many people have been listening since we moved to nights?
Morning show.
Okay, that's a lot. How many people? You guys. Mark in San Diego is like, I heard you at Syracuse on college radio. Nobody's beating you, buddy. Yeah, with Scorch. Did you? How many of you have been listening since we started in June when we were doing the show at noon? Then you may remember we had this guy. This was our intern. His name was, it still is, Evan.
Yeah, I haven't changed it since.
Yeah, he got stuck in the friend zone a lot. You know why he gets stuck in the friend zone? You can all see it now. This is such a treat. Because usually, I have to describe things, but so many of you are here. You can see when he talks, look at his eyes dart. He can't keep eye contact. That's why you get stuck in the friend zone.
I know. I've been trying to work on that for quite a while.
The eye contact thing?
All right. Yeah, the eye contact thing. So I'm looking right in
You're
your eyes
doing it,
right now.
dude. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
He's not even blinking.
See,
I know.
Yeah, that's another thing I have to work on, because I worked on that one thing. Now I can't blink. But
right. That's all right. One step at a time.
Since last summer, I've gained a lot of confidence, and thanks to you, Sam.
There it is, and I can tell that in your voice. I appreciate you. Well, thank you for being here, Evan, and I'm glad that you've remained tried and true to the Sam Roberts Show, Not Sam brand.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, well, no, congratulations to you. You survived the year as well. Thank you. What are you doing now, by the way?
Still in school.
Okay.
Have a year left.
Getting that education.
Yep.
Education is important. It's the key to everything.
I'll take that from you.
You know what else is the key? Hard work. You know what happens when you work hard, don't you? Adrian, do you have any
Bad. Wow. And I said to myself, hard work pays off.
That's right. You remember that, Evan.
I will.
Hard work pays off.
Definitely will.
Bob Backlund doesn't lie.
I know he doesn't.
Good. Thank you very much, Evan, and thank you for being here. Who else is here? Who's this lady right here with the nose piercing and the better curly hair than yours truly? What's your name?
Olivia.
Olivia.
And I am the only woman who came here alone.
You came here solo?
Yes.
What?
What does that say about me? I'm also a teacher.
Oh, fucking no. Why are you talking? Why would you say that? I don't know. I also don't know. I'm going to have a very severe staff meeting after the show because I don't know who put Chris the teacher behind the only single woman in the show. Olivia, and do you listen to the show every night and everything?
Almost every night, yeah.
Yeah? But you don't call in either, or do you call?
No.
How come?
I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
You don't? You're just a listener?
Yes.
You're just a
Maybe.
Mark in San Diego just said none of us do. And that's true. I mean, Mark in San Diego is like, he consistently, like, he's like the best character caller. Because oh, hi, Sam. Oh, hi, Mark. But he never has anything to say. I mean, it's always like, okay, buddy, all right, I'm gonna go and get back to the topic. Right, no, yeah, you end up talking about
Bree Mode,
right.
Total Divas. It's all there, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Well, that's good. That's good. Chris is here. Chris the teacher. Now, here's the thing. I'm glad you're here, Chris the teacher, because I would like to know. I woke up this morning. You know what I've got to ask you about. I don't know if he's going to be on the show or not. No spoilers. But there is a rumor that Virgil is in New York State. Virgil is in New York. Virgil is in New York. And I woke up this morning after a couple of Virgil phone calls, which I'll get into. But later on, when I really woke up this afternoon, I had a direct message from Chris, who, by the way, has been told not to direct message me. And
it was an emergency.
It was a photo.
It was an emergency.
Of Chris the teacher driving Virgil around the city. And like Virgil had only been in town for 2 hours and nobody knew. How did that happen?
I'm fucking everywhere, Sam. You know that.
That's what scares me. That's what scares me. How do you end up with Virgil in your car?
Well, I was here this morning for something else,
right?
Other business,
right?
And
casing out the joint.
I was like, that's a good spot for that.
Yeah.
And I walk outside to see Virgil, and I said, "Oh, Virgil, you coming by tonight?" And then that's when it all started.
What did he say? I mean, you had him in your car, so it's like.
Well, it wasn't by choice. I was kind of forced into having him in my car.
How were you forced?
I was leaving and he got in the car.
He just jumped in. Oh, where are you going?
And then it was
he said, where are we going?
It was about 11 a.m., I would guess. Mm-hmm. And he said he wanted Dairy Queen.
Well, I would guess at 11 a.m. you got to have some DQ.
So I Google mapped it, and the closest Dairy Queen is about 1.5 miles downtown.
Right. There's only one in the city. It's on like, what is it? It's like 23rd Street.
Where parking costs more than your entree.
Yeah, exactly.
So I tried really hard to push something else on him, maybe Chick-fil-A or maybe some other restaurant, but he was really set on Dairy Queen. Mm-hmm. So,
but he wanted that as like his dining experience?
Well, we'll get to the order in a second.
Okay.
And it's the seventh ending.
Listen.
So it took an hour to get downtown, about 1.5 miles this morning. I don't drive in Manhattan much.
No.
And the conversation was very unique.
I'll bet.
Between me and him, and then him shouting at people from the car.
How long? Because we'll get into more of that, I guess, when he's
90 minutes down.
If he's here, I should say. If.
No
90
spoilers.
minutes downtown, and then about 45 minutes back. So I was with Virgil for about 2 hours.
Wow. I can't wait. I want to get Virgil's. Well, we'll see if we can get Virgil in here. I don't know, but maybe we'll try to get Virgil's perspective on that as well. And we will get back to you, Chris the teacher, with the presentation of the gifts. Real quick. Let's go to Mark in San Diego. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah. Fuck Donald Trump. Shout out to Miguel in L.A.
Shout out to Miguel in Los Angeles, who would be here, but he unfortunately couldn't. Now, let's, Troy, why don't you come forward? Because the official on-the-scene reporter for Sam Roberts Show has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mary Jean. Mary Jean is here. Hello. You look... Take your microphone, Mary.
Hi.
You look incredible.
Hi, Sam.
Do you want to hug me? Hug me.
How are you?
Now, Mary.
Hi.
First thing to take note of: don't get lost in all these men's eyes. I know it is, but you see what's around you? It's glass, right? You know what that means? No taking the titties out. It's glacial.
No.
I know. I don't. Maybe later on. Maybe later. We'll see how the night goes.
Okay. I should have worn my pasties, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
I was talking about that with Troy. He was like, we were talking about pasties because Troy has nipple issues. He's insecure about them, and he doesn't
You can all see them.
Yeah, you see right there. They point out of his shirt because he's got skin scar tissue. That's not. That like the insecurities don't pipe in when I say that, right?
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It wasn't a private
Look at his
conversation.
nipples. They're hard.
It gets nobody horny. Don't worry.
So we were talking about like pasties, and Troy said that Mary Jean always wears pasties, and I said that is the loyalty that Mary Jean has to Sam Roberts' show, to my show, is that on other radio shows she always wears pasties, but on this show, nipples are always out. So thank you, Mary Jean. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Is that for us?
For the nipple.
Yeah,
Let's
for everyone.
open it. What is it? Let's see here. You brought it. Looks like a cake box, and I trust this more than a unmarked box that Chris the teacher would give us. So look at that.
You know, it's Dominican wrapping. They wrap it so much.
It is Dominican wrapping. Oh my God! It's a beautiful cake that says "Happy 1-year anniversary, Sam Roberts." That's incredible. Well, thank you, Mary Jean. Matter of fact, Troy, why don't you take this cake? We'll give the microphone to Mary Jean, and we have another guest that we'd like to introduce. I don't know if you guys here have heard of him. He's an up-and-coming comic. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Norton is here. Jim Norton has arrived. Sit right there. Yeah, that's good. You're fine. Yeah, sit right there, Jim.
Congratulations.
Jim, welcome to the show.
Congratulations.
Have you met Cathy before?
Hello, yes, we have.
Yes.
Delightful. How are
and
you?
you know Mary, of course.
I do. How are you?
I don't know. I wanted you to be here because a press release came out. First of all, the press release unfortunately says that tonight at 7 p.m. Mary Jean would be appearing on Sam Roberts' show. I got 7:27.
Oh my God.
What happened?
I was masturbating again. And then I like discovered my asshole while I was doing that.
Right.
And then it felt so good, and I was like, oops.
Time escaped you.
Yeah.
Up your asshole.
And my hand.
Right.
That's an acceptable excuse for
It
being
is,
late.
isn't it?
I was playing with my asshole. All is forgiven.
But and by the way, Jim sent me a picture text today from, I guess, is that your new apartment?
It is.
It had all kinds of windows and everything, but it was
Yes.
shirtless.
So what?
And I always assume that when
It's a gift.
when you're sending shirtless photos, you're probably nude edging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your 1-year anniversary. She gives you a cake. That's what I give you. It's a little eye candy.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
But this press release came out.
Oh, good.
And it said, Mary Jean on Opie Radio's Sam Roberts show tonight. Now, I was at, this is true, and this is congratulations to Mary Jean. It says Mary Jean will be appearing on the Sam Roberts show. There is no the. It's just Sam Roberts show. But it says not only to celebrate the first anniversary, but announcing her official title as its On the Street reporter. So congratulations.
Oh, very
on that.
nice. Congratulations.
Thanks, Sam.
There's a quote from me in here in this press release, and this is official. I did give this quote. I didn't realize the whole thing would be used, but I'm glad it was.
It's important.
It says, "In all my years of broadcasting, I have never encountered anyone with such a natural curiosity and ability to get answers while wearing amazingly low-cut tops." So that's
Very good.
no, but I realized my quote wasn't that inappropriate because Mary Jean in the press release talked about what a great opportunity this was for her, and Mary Jean's quote was, "Thanks to Sam Roberts, I have another job that doesn't involve engaging in oral sex."
Oh, that's great. Little did she know.
Exactly. That's why there haven't been many paychecks.
And then look what happens. The big day, you're late, but playing with your asshole. That's not very inappropriate.
Yeah, that's not. But Jim, I'm glad that you're here, and I have to thank you. You've always been, from the time that we started the show, you've been very supportive. I feel like sometimes sneaking in plugs, but you get plugs in for my show.
I do.
More than just about anybody. So
yeah, you know.
I very much appreciate that.
Well, let's be honest. When that ship sinks, I'm going to need one to jump onto.
Smart thinking. What do you got going on for the 4th of July weekend?
Nothing. I'm going to UFC next week.
You are?
Yeah, we're going.
Because now you're the UFC guy.
Yeah, the podcast. So me and Matt are going out there for the week just to do a couple of live podcasts.
This is the type of guy, and by the way, I really shouldn't be thanking Jim for being so supportive because, Jim is the host of UFC's official podcast with Matt Serra, which is doing incredibly well.
Oh,
That's right.
thank you.
And I read online. His first guest was Dana White, so that's a huge. First
He was
guest
good
for the first podcast. The second podcast, the guests are CM Punk and The Rock. And I have to read about it online. He doesn't tell me. And then instead of finally telling me, "Oh man, I interviewed The Rock, the thing went great," he just sends me a screen grab of a tweet that The Rock sent to him, saying how great he was.
Yeah, that and a shirtless photo. That's what you get from me.
Yeah. Is that an exciting thing? Like, obviously those guys were on the phone, but how was CM Punk?
He was good. I mean, he was in training, so he was kind of like, he had that. He was just on his cell phone outside the building. We knew he was calling in. He was going to officially announce his first fight.
Right.
I think in Chicago. And The Rock, he just owed Dana a favor, I guess. And
Yeah, The Rock has reached this point where, regardless of if it's a UFC podcast or a fucking crocheting podcast, we got The Rock this week. Oh my God!
And he was good too. I mean, he was really great. He stayed on for like 25 minutes. I mean,
Does he know MMA?
You
or
know,
did you just talk to him about being The Rock?
No, I don't watch wrestling. I wouldn't know one of his wrestling phrases.
What?
I know The Rock cooks things. That's what I know about The Rock.
So Rocky, you cooking anything?
Yeah.
Over there
What are you in there? In the kitchen or something? I don't know. Just good natured.
Right.
So I asked him about if he ever fought and or ever wanted to fight, and he talked about how at one point he did think about fighting, but it would have taken 2 years. He was great. He's a really good guest.
Yeah. Do you think what is? I mean, I guess what do you? But also, what does Matt Serra think about CM Punk's chances? Because I feel like, at first people were kind of optimistic about CM Punk being this dude that could make the transition, and he's been training and stuff. But it seems like with every delay that the fight's had, a lot of people in the MMA world are getting more and more like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the guy he's fighting. I know very little. He's just like he's a young fighter. So I mean, he definitely has a chance, but he's getting older. So it's like do it now, or it probably is not going to happen.
Right.
But I don't think Matt has any negative feelings about his. Matt's just happy to be there, like I am. We're both fucking Pete and Paul positive on that podcast.
You can just hear your smiles as you're interviewing.
Oh,
Dana
it's the
White.
worst.
It's like complete fluff.
Yeah, it really is. So, how's the weather, boss? We really were two groveling fruits.
And you're just so excited to call him boss now.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I'm a UFC guy.
Yes, I am.
It's got to be very, very exciting.
Yeah.
How was the move? We were all kept. I felt like you were talking about the move a lot as it was happening. How is the move now that you're there?
It's good. They're still renovating. It's one of those things where your whole life is upside down, but it was good. I needed a change.
Did they move all your collectibles without upsetting anything?
I moved my collectibles. I was literally driving them every night in a fucking van. It was like child porn. Would have been easier to move than my. It's not easy. But I was every night moving my stuff over there. So yeah, I'm happy that the move is. What did Troy just signal you? Was he giving me the wrap it up signal?
No, he was giving.
Oh no, they're telling Sam I gotta go.
He's back to talking about his collectibles. Move on.
Yeah,
we've gone through all the territory we're gonna get with. What's
exactly.
next? Prostitutes and piss drinking.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes, we know. Trannies and Ozzy. Like a little deeper. Go.
Yeah. Well, are you upset about? Speaking of Ozzy, is he actually getting divorced?
Oh, I don't know. I emailed Sharon. I haven't talked to Ozzy. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Oh, you didn't know it wasn't her.
That's what Superfly. Did you hear what Jimmy Superfly Snuka, how he got out of court?
No.
Well, I mean, he was going to court on a murder rap, and he went in, and they said he was unfit to stand trial.
Right.
Like he had like dementia, and he had gotten concussions, and he just couldn't communicate. Mary Jean, can you believe that? Do you believe that?
I guess. Maybe he didn't masturbate enough that day.
Right. I wish they would give Mary Jean jury duty. You know how infuriating? She would be like it's like 11 people. Guilty. I don't know. He might not have fucking jerked off that day. You're just holding everybody up from their job.
And neither lawyer would strike her in like the jury pool. Like, I don't think she's good for us. Dan, we'll work with her.
We'll work it. We'll do it. But so he announced, so they let him off, and they said, you can't stand trial. And then last week, he announced he was going to be signing autographs this year at WrestleMania. He'd be at the autograph signing. So it's like, I don't know, like what kind of balls to be like you can stand fit to do that, but you can't stand fit to be stood trial for murder.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, signing your name is not exactly difficult. That's not hard to do. Just to write Jimmy Superfly.
Okay.
Yeah, they should check if he spells it right. Then he can stand trial. But
Right, exactly. Superfly with the Y in front of the L or something.
Yeah, he's a fool.
I want you to stay for. Should we get another guest in here? Yeah. I mean, they're piling in. Were you here the day that Mick Foley was here. No, because Opie did the afternoon show and you did the
Yes,
morning
I did the morning show with Gervais, and then he came in and had Mick Foley. It was a real entertainment day here on the channel.
We should brand our days like that.
Yeah, real
The
day.
new entertainment days from
Yeah.
Opie Radio.
Yes, a real full day of jocularity. Lucky devils.
Wow. You know, we were able to. One of the big milestones this year for Sam Roberts Show was we got to film with Mick Foley and Noelle Foley for the Holy Foley reality show.
I'd rather film with ISIS.
Well, I'm glad you said that because our next guests are Noelle Foley and her boyfriend, Frank the Clown. Let's bring him in.
Holy mackerel. Hello, Mick Foley's daughter.
Yeah. You can grab there. You guys might have to share that mic because the other one is for guitars, so it'll come in
Hello,
low.
mister.
Unless you just want to give for. Actually,
No, by all means, you sit down.
Yeah, okay.
I take a very little room, so.
that's another one.
Yeah.
Noel, again, I'm going to tell you what I told Cathy. Cross those legs because there's a lot of wandering eyes here in low seats. Yes. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here, Noel and Frank the Clown. Frank, you haven't heard. Did you get to hear the interview we did?
I actually just listened to it like 2 nights ago
Okay.
by myself in her home. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be very like complimentary or if it was going to be very negative. But
And what did you find it to be?
I was satisfied with it. It
Okay.
wasn't like
I wouldn't call it over the top complimentary.
No, it, it definitely wasn't speaking of like the highest level about me.
Right.
But at the same time, it wasn't like totally shitting all over my name.
He's like Mick's warming up to me finally.
right, yeah. Mick said like 2 nice things about me and 4 bad things, so that's an improvement.
It's a good ratio.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
My
Yeah.
dad likes sticking up for him.
Yes, and he did.
Yeah,
and he
he
did when he was on the show. I hope that you guys heard that. Jim, Noel met Frank is a WWE superfan.
Oh.
And
Sure, Mick is happy to have you in his home.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. Remember that time? That's how you want to, everything you want to hear in the morning when you get up.
Exactly. Yeah. He's limping downstairs. Is that from when Randy Orton hit you? Yes, Frank. And by the way, I'm glad you're here in the morning because I know exactly what that means.
Yeah. Early riser.
Noel met Frank. Frank dresses up as a clown at wrestling shows. He sits in the front row. He puts on a clown wig. He puts on the face paint. And he was for a while just getting himself on TV and stuff. Now I feel like you've toned it down slightly because you're involved in a wrestling family and people know who you are. So it's like, you've kind of reached a point where you don't have to try that hard to get attention, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, I went from a full clown face paint to half.
Right. Class it up a little bit.
Right, yeah. Very classy. So, yeah, I've come a long way because, I started doing this, 8 years ago, which is very sad. But had I not, I would have never met her. I would have I would not have been here for the Sammiversary.
Right.
I definitely would not have been here for the Sammiversary.
Everything happens for a reason.
Right. That's right.
By the way, that's the greatest thing that's ever happened to a fan at WrestleMania.
Oh my
Is
God.
that you met Mick Foley's daughter. Like no one's ever walked away with a great story like that.
Yeah. And wait till this is what Noel, we probably spoke for it was almost an hour, right? And I feel like we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Probably-
We talked a whole lot of Holy Foley.
We did.
And a whole lot of Frank.
Yeah. The most fascinating thing about the whole thing to me was that he's this guy wearing clown face paint, and Noelle's like, yeah, I had to hit him up on Twitter and find out who this dude was.
Sure.
She's like, I just wasn't interested in any other guys.
Sure. You're not mad at your dad at all.
I feel like if I didn't meet Frank, I'd still be single.
You think so?
The clown just spoke to me.
But that's your choice. You don't think that you would have had if you didn't want to be single, you probably could have found somebody?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Do any of you guys think that Noelle possibly could have found a boyfriend if she tried? No.
Yeah.
By the way, Frank, I want you to know something. You have destroyed the morale of every man in this room. Look at all these guys. The guy in the Austin shirt, the Not Sam shirt, except for JC, who's 15 years old, because he thinks, oh, I can be a Frank the Clown when I get older. Everybody else who's like, oh, no, it didn't work for me. It doesn't work for anybody, but it does. Because it works for Frank.
What is it about? Can I see what it is about the clown thing that you like so much?
Honestly, I saw him walking around at SummerSlam 3 years ago, and he was dressed as a clown, and I was just like, huh, wow, he's weird. I like that. And then 3 weeks later, I saw him on TV, and that's when I tweeted him. Then he tweeted me back, and the rest is history.
It's just destiny.
Oh,
It sounds
nice.
like destiny.
Yeah, it was destiny.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the experiences I have on Twitter.
Is that right?
Sure. Yeah, except it's some fat guy going, "You suck," and me blocking him.
Yeah, that sounds like more like the experiences you have on back pages.
Oh, Sam.
Knock it off.
Cut it out, you.
What were you going to say, Frank?
I can't emphasize enough that she reached out to me first.
Right.
As I was
Of
dressed.
course,
in
you
the clown.
can't emphasize
No,
that enough
no,
because
I'm
it's the
gonna-
greatest accomplishment of your life.
I'm going to shout this to the day I
Yes,
die. Like,
yes,
it could be
and you
40
should.
years from now, and we could be strangers by then.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
After
Right.
this, you might be. But yeah, you know, like she reached out to me, and I, you know, of course, like back then, I looked at my phone. I was like, look at my buddy. I'm like, Mick Foley's daughter's texted me or tweeted me. She's pretty hot. I'll tweet her back.
I do that now when
Yeah.
Noel
Yeah.
texts me.
I do that when Mick texts me. I just pretend.
Yeah. He's got the last name Foley. Just fill in the blank there.
Mary, go ahead, Noel.
It's funny because I just recently told my dad the story of how we really met.
Mhm.
Because when I first told my dad, I was like, yeah, we've met before. So he would actually let me go to Chicago. But I just recently told him that I reached out to Frank, and he's like, you made the first move on him?
Right.
I'm just like, yeah.
Nobody in the Midwest, though, has ever been a troublemaker wearing clown makeup, right, John Wayne Gacy?
Absolutely not. Hey, he was a homeowner.
Yeah, and a proud member of the church.
That's right, and
Yeah.
handy. Not lazy. Not afraid to do a little yard work.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Mary Jean, you're kind of a relationship expert, correct?
When it comes to sex, yes.
Right. What do you think it was that drew? Do you guys know Mary Jean? She's
No.
apparently
I
you
have
don't.
not met.
You don't read the news.
Frank,
because
do you know Mary Jean?
No.
I wish I could show my boobs right now.
You do, 'cause they
yeah,
might know
to
you.
both, two.
Right. Mary Jean, she has had a career in adult entertainment, but the announcement came
10
out.
movies, Sam.
Huh?
10 movies.
10 movies, but that's
That's very little.
It is. How long does it take to film 10 movies? Because for a Hollywood star, that's a lifetime.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
How long does it take? How long are you to do 10 movies? What was the time length of
3
your
years.
3 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so you did spread them out.
Yeah, because I like my pussy tight, so I try not to film that much.
Smart. It's
cool. That's a great bumper sticker.
Yeah. And it's also a story of where there's a will, there's a way. I want to be in porn, but I want to keep it tight. How do I do this?
Yeah. Do anal, but, I still haven't done it yet.
You
but-
haven't.
No.
You haven't. Well, you got to save things. I mean, you can't do it all in your 20s, Mary Jean, you know.
I know.
You gotta
I'll save my
some stuff.
asshole for someone else.
Good for you. Good for you. Mary announced today. She is official. It came out. This is an official press release. Came out that she is the official on the street reporter for Sam Roberts' show.
Whoa.
So it's a very, very exciting day.
Congrats.
What do you think it is about Frank the Clown that Noel is so attracted to?
The clown?
Yeah,
was the
that's
clown,
him right
yeah.
there. That's
Yeah,
him.
yeah, I know.
Except picture him with clown makeup on.
I don't
Like-
know. I thought that was such a romantic story.
You did?
Yeah, I wish I can find a hot guy just like that.
In
you know?
clown makeup?
In clown makeup.
Yeah.
Doesn't have some drunk story or
Do you have a drunk story,
crazy
Frank?
stuff.
No.
He's straight edge.
Good for you.
He probably has drunk stories of me, but that's a different story.
How do you handle that, Frank? How do you handle a drunk Noelle Foley if you're Mr. Sober Guy?
Well, I know that the night is going to end with her vomiting.
Right.
It's just like a given. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Do you vomit a lot?
I'm honestly the worst drinker in the world.
You are.
I'll get sick before I get tipsy. I have no idea what it is, so I just don't really drink that much.
Well, I feel I just had this I see you every now and then. I feel like wrestling shows mainly.
Yeah.
But one of the last times I saw you was way back in October, and it was in L.A. And I ran into both of you at Hell in a Cell.
Oh.
And you were like, "Oh, I just ate a bunch of wings, blah blah blah." And the first I get back to the hotel or whatever, and there's just a text from Noelle Foley that says, "Yup, just puked," and then chicken wing emojicons.
If I could chime in on that, that was the night of my birthday, okay?
Oh.
So what happened was, she ate these chicken wings, threw up like the usual. She's like a gremlin. You just feed her and she just immediately vomits it up. So she's laying in bed and I'm checking my phone.
Right.
And it's like 11:55. Now my birthday comes at midnight. And I'm sitting there. She's just laying in bed. And midnight strikes. no, doesn't say a word. No, whatever. It doesn't need to be like a total. I'm not like a neurotic. Like, you must wish me happy birthday at midnight.
Sure.
She did not wish me happy birthday until 2:30 in the morning.
You didn't like that. That's 2.5
And it was
hours.
blamed on the vomits.
Oh, come on.
And I
Sounds like
didn't
the OJ
appreciate it,
story.
so I'm putting her on
And he was acting all weird, and I was like, "What's wrong? Like, why are you acting like this?" He's like, "No reason." And then I was looking through Twitter, and people were saying happy birthday to him. So I was like, "Oh my god!"
Did you forget?
Yeah.
You did. Well, you got a lot on your plate. Well, here's the thing.
did.
Here's the thing, Frank. You got to understand that, like, yes, Noelle came up to you first. This is something you can shout from the mountaintops. But I think you and I can relate on something. Like, you know that it kind of has to be a one-sided relationship. It just is what it is on some of those things. Like, Noelle gets to forget your birthday because you get to be with Noelle. Like, that would be the deal, I think.
I'll take that trade-off every day of the
Good.
week. Yeah.
You're a smart man.
Yeah.
You're a smart
Get that
man.
wrong. I'm a good girlfriend.
I'll bet you
Want
are.
to hear what I did? Why we're in New York City?
I would love to.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Yes.
For our anniversary, I got Frank Six Flags tickets.
When's your anniversary?
It was like 2 months ago, so it was
Oh,
kind of late.
I thought it lined right up with the Sammiversary.
Sammiversary. But anyways, I got him tickets to Six Flags.
She's celebrating the anniversary 2 months late.
Oh shit! I just saw on Twitter it was our anniversary 2 months ago.
But then I got hurt. I got bruised ribs. So I was like, okay, we can't go. So we'll
How'd you get
go
bruised ribs?
wrestling.
All right.
But not just one bruised rib.
Uh-huh.
2 bruised ribs
All
on
right.
2 different occasions.
Wow.
2 hospital trips.
Good for you. You're really
Yeah.
doing it.
I'm a tough sport.
You want to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
Some of that's being explored in the reality show.
On Holy Foley.
Oh, is that your name, Holy Foley?
Noelle Foley, but
Oh.
Holy Foley, you can call me that.
Okay.
That's the name of the show.
Sure.
That's the name of the television show. So you don't go to Six Flags.
No. And the worst part is I gave them to my best friend, and she didn't use them.
What?
I was angry.
You were angry.
I was really angry.
So how does that end up with you here 2 months later?
Okay.
Right.
So there's
okay.
this restaurant called the Beetle House, which is like Tim Burton themed, and he
Okay.
wanted to go there, so I surprised him with it. And then I was like, "Hey, Dad, like you have Hilton points. Can you hook a sister up?" And
He did?
he did 2 nights.
Wow.
My dad rules. Like
Your
he's
dad got
the
you and
best.
Frank a hotel for 2 nights?
And this is not the first time. This is like the 10th time.
Wow.
Mhm.
Well, way to go, Mick. What a great. You know what?
Talking about trade-offs.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get to get his happy birthday or whatever.
Right.
Mick doesn't get Frank in the house, so that's the trade-off.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like if Mick Foley is getting them hotel rooms like 10 times, he may be a better father-in-law than a father.
No, he just likes to see me happy.
Oh, isn't that so? Mary Jean, can you believe how sweet that is?
I love that. Do you marry like girls? You can marry me.
Yeah, sure.
You wanna
Let's
marry-
get married.
Didn't you guys talk about that in the last interview?
Marrying girls?
Ye-
Oh,
yes,
kind
your
of.
dad. Your
Kind
dad.
of.
Mick wishes Noelle was a lesbian.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Don't we all?
Holy Foley.
All right. Well, listen, we have to take a break because we have a lot to do with this show. We got to figure out if Hot Dog brought a date or not. By the way, the guy next to him just moved like 6 inches away from Hot Dog, going, "I'm not that fucking guy's date."
Good to see you again. It's a great hat.
So we're gonna.
You look like Spike Lee in Malcolm X.
In the very beginning. just-
Shorty, yeah.
So we're going to find out if Hot Dog brought a date. We got a couple of musical performances today. We got more guests. Jim, you have to go do Red Eye, correct?
No, I'm staying for a few minutes. Don't try to hustle me out of here. I'll stay through one more break.
Okay, stay.
Jim, you have Fox to do later tonight, but
Jim's going to stay. You guys want to stay?
Sure.
Everybody's welcome to stay because this is the Sammiversary, and we'll be right back with more.
It's only been 1 year. There's a lot more.
Jim, do you remember intern Hot Dog over there?
yeah, I do. I saw him in the movie theater once. I like
In the
him.
movie?
He worked in the movie theater.
Wait. What exactly kind of movie theater was this?
Well, sometimes I was watching a video and I saw a little finger come through the hole and go like this.
And he had a newsy hat on, too.
Yeah.
Well, Hot Dog, it's been a year since he interned for you guys.
Yes.
And it has been a year of, let's say, minimal success. Not a lot's been
For him
accomplished.
too, I guess.
He came. He was hanging out, being weird one evening, like 4 weeks ago or so. And I asked. He was like, "I would even work for free for an opportunity." And I was like, "Oh, you work for free?" And he was like, "Yeah, for this show." And he was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Well, how many days a week?" 5 days a week. You'll work 5 days a week. 3 days a week. Okay, fine. 3 days a week. I go, "What days?" And he goes, "This was on a Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday." And I go, "All right, so that starts tomorrow." And fuck. Like he got tricked in. But I'm going to tell you this. Hot Dog has been here since he said that every Monday, Wednesday, and
right.
Friday. He's been doing good work.
Yep.
But he has trouble with women. You know, he's been with 3 women. The first, when did you lose your virginity again?
When I was 15.
Right, he's 15 years old. That's a good age.
That's
to
young.
lose your
Yeah, it's
virginity.
younger than me.
But then he has a real dry spell. Real dry spell. Second, number 2 came 19. So that's 4 years. And by the way, 15 to 19.
Yeah.
That's about the longest 4 years.
Yeah, that's like World War I to World War II. That's a long break.
Yeah. But he has this girlfriend, and he's with her for a while. But he breaks up with her because she made him go out to dinner one night, and the shrimp cost $20. And he was so tired of paying large fees for appetizers that he said, "I can't be in this relationship anymore."
No, I got tricked into going to a restaurant.
And what was the biggest thing that bothered you?
I bought the cheapest thing I could buy.
Which was?
Shrimp.
And it cost?
It would cost $20. And it was like 5 pieces.
Right.
Was
it's
this,
not a good value.
No, it's not.
Right.
No.
Was this girl having sex with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
It's fair.
Look, okay, Frank, if Noelle Foley asked you to buy $20 for 5 pieces of shrimp, are you buying the shrimp?
I'm buying that goddamn shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. But Hot Dog goes, "Okay, baby, we need to take a break. It's just a break." And she goes, "Okay, no problem." And she immediately starts sleeping with somebody else. And that was the end of that relationship.
Why do you think she got tired of him looking at shrimp going, "That's $4 a piece for 5 shrimp"?
Since then, Hot Dog has been with one woman. She was a prostitute in the Dominican Republic.
How much shrimp did that cost you?
Let's just say it cost him 10 orders of shrimp.
Yeah, and they gave him crabs. Boo. Boo.
I like that.
Oh, come on now.
Wordplay humor. So Hot Dog was issued a challenge about a week and a half ago. I said, "Now you're a part of Sam Roberts' show. You can brag about this show to women. You know, right, Noel, like if you went up to a girl and was like, "I'm part of this radio show. It's gonna be a big live event. I work with the host, and you get to be on my side." That's an attractive thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a hot thing.
Adrian uses it all the time.
Right. But and so I gave him that task a week and a half ago. Just bring a date to the show because I want to get this guy back on his romantic feet. Hot Dog, you're standing there.
Yeah.
You did not need an extra chair.
No, I didn't.
We were able to give it to a fan. That's a shame. I saw a screen grab. This is true from one of Hot Dog's texts today.
Yeah.
He was trying to prove, and he did put the work in. But the last text that he got was from a girl, and the text said, "LMAO, not happening. Sorry." Which is fucking brutal.
Well, what did you ask her? What was that in response to?
I asked her if she wanted to go on a date.
And is that what you said? I mean, that's fucked up.
Okay. Well, we've been on dates before.
How'd they go?
It went fine. Dinner,
Fine?
lunch, it was whatever.
Right,
But
right,
I told her what was happening afterwards. Do you want to come up?
She was like, absolutely not.
No, she doesn't want to be a part of it.
Because you weren't paying, because she was getting you to pay for her shrimp.
Probably.
And now that there's no food to buy up here, she's like, "No, let me go to a free event with you."
Right.
Are you a bit of a chiseler?
No,
A little bit of a cheapskate?
They just caught me on a bad day. That
Okay.
A
Women
real
don't like
bad
that.
day. So how many girls did you ask though? Total.
Well, I have asked here and now for the last week and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe I would say 7.
7 girls. This is what, see, Frank, this is why people hate you. Because like Hot Dog's the guy, and everybody goes like, "Oh, I get," and then they like, "Oh, some people just get tweeted by Noelle Foley for wearing clown makeup," and it just happens.
Right.
Do you feel bad for Hot Dog, or does that make you feel better about yourself?
Makes me feel really good about myself.
It does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Good for you.
Yeah.
It should.
Well,
It makes me feel better about you, actually.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I wish that we could. Does Hot Dog have a Twitter?
yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
We should like.
By the way, this is your problem, Hot Dog.
What?
Frank was just like he was setting you up, and you're like, yeah, I know I'm on the show. I have a Twitter, but I don't know if I want to mention it. I don't know if that's any of anyone's business. Like, why wouldn't you be like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Here's the Twitter, girls. You can reach out to me instead of being like, yeah, but I don't know why that's any concern of yours.
Yeah, it's a TORMENTA 263.
Tormenta?
Yeah, it's Spanish. So
For what?
That's my nickname when I was a kid.
Because you tormented people?
No.
So your Twitter name is Tormenta?
Tormenta means kind of like storm in Spanish, like that.
Yeah, but in English it means that you torment people.
Yeah.
Like it was molesta taken?
Yes, it was. What is the 263?
That was just Tormento was taken. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've always liked 2 and 6 and 3, so I figure you put them together. Here's what I need for you to do, Hot Dog.
Okay.
We need to put a plan into motion right now because this isn't your fault. The world's against you. I can tell. This is not your fault.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. Before we leave tonight, you're gonna take photos. You're gonna take a photo with Mary Jean. You're gonna take a photo with Noel. You're gonna take a photo with Cathy.
Cool.
Whether any of you like it or not. You're gonna take a photo with the women that are here.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I'd be delighted to take a photo with this enterprising young man.
I don't know, it's a bunch of chicks, but look, here's my Jim Norton photo.
And then post those on social media so the women that are around you are like, oh, who's all these hot chicks that he's hanging out with?
Right.
Something.
Okay.
Something.
It sounds fun.
I don't know. I posted the Norton photo, but I haven't gotten any response yet. Let me see. Give the mic back to Mary Jean. Because first of all, Mary Jean, do you have any idea what his problem is? What do you think? What do you think it could be? Because you've been with many men.
Not that many, Sam.
Well, more than me. It's true. Yeah. What do you think his problem might be?
Are you giving oral sex when,
That's a great question.
you're hooking up with these hot girls?
Are
I'm
you
assuming they're hot.
Here's the
because-
problem, Mary Jean. He's not hooking up.
Wait, you're not having sex at all?
No, I tried to tell you. It's just the 3 with the one prostitute, and that's it.
Oh, that was the last one?
That's it. That's the whole roster.
Oh, no.
But that's a good question she asks.
Do you give oral sex?
Yeah, I don't know.
But not that great.
I don't know that I'm good at it, but.
You don't think you're good at it?
Let me see your tongue action.
Do it, yeah. Show Mary a little tongue action.
Well, let's see. I don't know that I'm great
Yeah.
at it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
Let's see what it looks like.
So.
Right.
It's already uncomfortable.
No,
but-
it's good.
Don't even worry about it.
Very
Everybody
realistic.
loves it. Oh my God! Look, this Claudia is getting. Her seat's getting wet. All right, we're gonna have to throw the chair out
Yeah.
already.
This works already?
Already.
All right.
And Mary Jean, it looks like her water broke on the floor. Yeah, and her nipples are hard. I see them.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see what it
let's
looks
try.
like.
Okay. All right.
Don't ever clear your throat before eating pussy.
Well, I hope you're ready for pleasure.
Yeah, I'll do the driving, hon.
All right. I'm trying not to laugh.
No, good.
All right.
It's really cool.
was
Fucking
good.
the tongue coming through the phone in Nightmare on Elm Street
was okay.
was sexier.
It was okay.
It was great. It was actually great. Mary Jean, what did you think of his technique? You can see he stiffened the tongue a little bit, and he went like this. Ugh. Matter of fact, Adrian, make sure that we try to get that isolated at some point.
Do you finger pop when you do this little tongue thing?
Yeah. Right, yeah. Come on up. Walk on up. There's Hot Dog. There's Hot Dog in front of every... Yeah, just kick the guy in the wheelchair over. Real nice, Hot Dog. Real nice. Yeah. So do you finger pop while you do what you just did?
No.
Not too much.
No.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
It's too
Don't
much.
have too much experience with that now.
You don't have too much experience fingers?
Well, actually, I'm.
He just... By the way...
You're bleeding in one? That's good.
She goes, let me see your fingers. And he goes all 5 fingers at once. And then he goes, and I'm bleeding from this one.
And his nails look like daggers.
Oh, Jesus.
That's perfect. You hold it open like that so the lips can't slip.
I wasn't planning on doing it today, so,
You do. You have Coke dealer fingernails.
Yeah. Fucking De Niro and Angel Heart hands.
So show her your fingers.
All right.
Yeah.
They're not the best, but I am bleeding in the.
Why are you so insecure about everything? All right, dude, my fingers aren't the best. I gotta tell you, because that's what like Mary Jean has seen guys with just the best fingers you've ever seen.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
What did you think of the fingers, Mary Jean? Is it because he files down his nails? Like he looks like Teen Wolf just as he's making the transition.
You're sick.
Like his face is gonna start pulsating soon.
I would let those fingers in my pussy or my neighbor's pussy.
Hey,
Yeah,
congratulations,
they're
hot dog. Congratulations. Amazing. All right. So, hot dog, you gonna take a photo with some of these women?
Yeah.
Good. All right. We'll I mean, we're having these sexual conversations with Hot Dog. Hot Dog's not the only person we've had sexual conversations with on Sam Roberts Show.
I would imagine not.
I'd like to bring out our next guests, who are also going to perform a little music. He's been on the show many times. He was on the show for the first time when it was on at noon last summer, and has made several nighttime appearances along with his wife, Erin. He's got the whole band with him today. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy has got the greatest stories at the drop of a hat. It's Kenyon Phillips, everybody. We all love Kenyon. We all love Kenyon Phillips. There he is. Look at him. He looks fantastic. Noel and Frank. Merry Christmas, everybody. Noel, why don't you come over here with Frank, and you can stand with Mary and her mic, and then Kenyon, you take that microphone.
Cower in the corner?
In our performance area.
I can
Yes.
cower in the corner?
Yes, that's your corner. Your
All right.
deep,
I can
dark
weep
corner.
and hold my knees.
You.
I love that.
This is Kenyon Phillips. By the way, you look fantastic. Did you tie that tie yourself?
I did not.
Go into
My
the
wife
microphone.
did.
Go into the microphone.
Oh, my wife did.
Your wife tied that
Yeah.
for you.
Erin Phillips.
What about the
Right
eyeshadow?
there. The eyeshadow. Oh, my Japanese makeup artist, Yui Vision.
You have your own
did that.
Japanese makeup
Yeah,
artist.
I do.
That's incredible.
It's America. Isn't that incredible?
Congratulations. See, now, wait. Let me see. Mary Jean, can you take that microphone and go to Jed? Jed right there. Because this is what, yeah, the one that looks like a Jed. This is what America is all about. Stand up, Jed. Because, because when we started the show, Jed said he's representing America with his camo T-shirt, his overalls, and his NRA hat. Kenyon is
true.
representing America with his tie and his eyeshadow and everything.
Yeah.
Jed, do you celebrate that this is America, or do you think Kenyon is using America's name in vain?
I think everything's America here.
Can we applaud this? Can we applaud this? Isn't this great? It is.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No, I
It's
don't.
America, Jed. We've met at the cross section of the country here on Sam Roberts
The
Show.
crosshairs.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, Kenyon, how has married life been for you? Because Jim, you don't know Kenyon, but he's been on the show many times and he's told us many stories. He has given herpes to many women. Is that right, Kenyon?
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Kenyon, and have you met Jim?
I got it from my mom. But yeah. Hi, Jim.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'd shake your hand, but I'd give you herpes.
That's all right. Well, I'd give it back to you.
In that case.
Kenyon, I
Ooh,
want
that
you to
feels
know
great.
that this is a special moment for me as a person and for Sam Roberts Show.
Tell me.
Because these are the two sex addicts in my life. These are the two people that I know that are legit.
Isn't it wonderful
sex
when the
addicts.
circle becomes complete?
And you guys are meeting each other, and I feel like it's a really warm thing.
Yes.
Do you
Should
feel
be
that way?
69. That would be incredible.
You want to?
Yeah.
Lovely kinship we have.
Wouldn't it be wonderful?
But how has married life been for you now that it's been a few months?
We're not divorced.
You're
and
still
we're-
not?
No. It's wonderful.
Wow.
I really love it. I thought I was I told you, I thought I was the last person on earth who would ever get married.
Right.
And I actually
You
loved
loved
it.
promiscuous sex.
I loved promiscuous sex that was irresponsible.
Right.
No dental dams.
No.
Nothing.
No.
And novelty and variety.
Right.
Were the watchwords of
Right.
the day. And now it's just like it's wonderful. It's
is.
wonderful to focus.
But Kenyon is also good looking enough that he would literally be able to tell his partners, look, I do have this STD, whatever it was, and his partners would be like,
I did. I
"Let's
told
roll-
everybody.
And let's roll the dice.
Let's roll.
Let's
right?
do
Let's
it
just
anyway.
do it. Yeah.
Right.
And it's
right.
an interesting story because I actually now my wife, independently of me, became friends with a woman who many years ago I gave herpes to.
Is that right?
Yeah. And they're ladies who lunch. And then when they realized everything was together.
They're ladies who lunch.
Ladies who lunch.
You never went through a prostitution phase, though?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, very briefly.
Oh, how come it was brief?
I wasn't great at it. The first guy kind of stiffed me, and I wasn't.
No, I didn't. Is that true? Is that how you answer that question realistically?
Yeah, absolutely.
You weren't making a joke?
No, we're real.
I was asking you if you
hired prostitutes.
Oh, I hired. No, I never hired prostitutes. I never did because I always empathized with them too much. So there was never any fantasy element. You know, it was like because I'd done it. I'd sold my tail and I go danced.
Yeah.
In a lot of gay and mixed bars where the guys were aggressive and they,
Right.
they'd shove, like a 5. You think it was a 20? They'd shove a 5,
Just a 5.
in your ass, and then
Right.
you'd have to, you just feel cheap. And so, so I never got into it.
I love that that's how you thought that question should be answered. Yeah, I went through a phase, but the guys didn't pay well.
They're really pushy, and then
Yeah. Was that a sexual thing, or was that just because you needed to make some dough?
Needed some cash, and
Yeah.
I thought, well, this is what I can do right now. Let me,
Right.
Let me use my skills. Let me be resourceful.
Jim, you never considered that in the dark days of comedy before you were making Jim Norton money to prostitute yourself?
No, I didn't, Sam. I didn't think there was a market for it.
There's a market for everything.
You think so, Kenyon?
There's a market for everything.
Wow.
Like the eel porn I sent you the other
You
day.
did. You sent me a porn. I guess Japanese women having eels shoved into their vaginas.
And coming out, yeah. It's really bizarre. I've seen that. It's not my thing.
It isn't.
No.
Have you tried to make it, see if
No.
you can get there?
Animal stuff does nothing for me.
You ever done that, Mary Jean? Shove an eel in your vagina?
No.
Oh, okay.
A tongue is close to an eel, right?
I guess
It
that's
is.
true.
Slippery and long.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh, you guys. You guys.
Right?
This is incredible. Frank, come back over here, Mary Jean. Yeah, up towards Frank and Noel. Frank, you never went through, you're straight edge, but you never went through a prostitution phase, did you?
No, I can't say I have.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
But life is long.
Life could take a very dark turn at any point.
Not yet.
We don't know. Well, Kenyon, I believe that we are going to get graced with a musical performance from you. Is that right?
I'd love to do a song.
Now, when is you have upcoming performances that we want to talk about?
I do, but I can't talk about them yet because the dates aren't confirmed.
Oh, that's exciting. So you'll come back on the show.
I'll come back on the show
to talk about those. Who's this you're with, by the way?
Isn't she incredible? Jess Clinton.
Yes.
Lady in Waiting #1.
She doesn't do facial expressions?
She doesn't do facial expressions unless you pay her.
How much do you have to pay for a facial expression? A
lot
of
of
money.
pricey, right?
A lot of fuck money.
Well, how much for what facial expression?
How much for one facial expression?
And how much for what? What's the options?
It's really hard to get her to speak, too. She doesn't speak. I'd say, like, the facial expressions probably start at $175. That's a special.
Wow.
And you have to use
What
a
about for
referral code.
like a
Use a referral code to get that rate.
Not to get blue, but what about like for a facial?
Oh, for a full facial?
Yeah.
Full, a Brazilian facial?
Right.
Brazilian facial, that's probably going to be about a couple grand, right?
We have...
No, it's more. I'm sorry.
I'm getting scared by her. However,
isn't it scary?
It is. I don't like it.
She's scary.
But we have a special treat. I feel like I want to lighten your performance a little bit. Can I
lighten my
load?
load?
You trust me to lighten your load a little
Lighten my load.
Because there's another group of performance artists.
Oh, I love performance artists.
You do?
Yeah.
That have become a big part of Sam Roberts' show. Mary Jean is actually the only one that's not only met you, but met these other performance artists as well.
This is incredible.
They're on loan from Ayakame because you guys aren't going to believe this. The hot dog muffins are here, ladies and gentlemen. The hot dog muffins. Let's get some hot dog muffins. Hot dog muffins are here. Come on in, all the way in. Look at these hot dog muffins. See, here at Sam Roberts Show, we specialize in women that just come across as cold and make no facial expressions.
Isn't that great?
It's very, very strange.
That's America.
Hot dog muffins. Would you mind dancing and performing while Kenyon performs as well?
After the selfie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this as a yes. Jim, this is the first time you've seen the hot dog muffins.
Certainly, hopefully not the last.
Okay, they're now taking selfies with people in the audience without asking permission.
Is that a crime?
No, I don't think so.
It's not a crime. That's great.
The hot dog muffins are they're short. Certainly are short, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, a little too short for my taste,
You
Sam.
don't like them that short?
I don't go for that.
Look at that. They're all taking photos. I believe that your guitarist there, Kenyon, is an honorary hot dog muffin. She seems to get them.
Absolutely.
There is a wave.
There's an unspoken connection.
There is. But
It's almost an animal attraction.
There's a wave of confusion that has swept over the entire audience.
It's difficult,
This is
but we
not
like
the
to
greatest
surf.
thing.
No, we like to serve. Yeah, it is the greatest
It's
thing.
the greatest. This
Surfing
is
the
it.
wave of confusion.
When people are like, what's going on? Mary
Exactly.
Jean, what do you think of the hot dog muffins?
They have really nice titties.
Okay, that's a good observation. Congratulations, hot dog muffins. Noelle Foley,
Congratulations.
have you ever seen anything like the hot dog muffins before?
No, I want to know how they got their names.
Well-
Hot Dog Muffins.
I will say this.
It's very interesting, and I like it.
Ayaka, they don't talk, so they won't answer that question.
Okay, can you answer it for me, Sam?
Here's what I will tell you. Thanks to Ayaka May for sending over the hot dog muffins. The hot dog muffin. No, this is good news. The hot dog muffin short movie is coming soon.
Oh,
I'm
thank
assuming a
goodness.
lot of questions are going to be answered in the short movie. Stay posted to her social media at Ayaka May. So for those of you wondering what's the story on this hot dog muffin short movie, Ayaka May is the Twitter, ayakamay.com. Hot dog muffins are going to do a couple of guerrilla performances this summer. You know, that's the plug. We can't announce when or where, so I don't know exactly.
What is a yakame?
She's the leader of the hot dog muffins.
Oh,
yes,
stupid me. Sorry.
yes, the creator and lead.
I'm new here. What do I know?
Hot dog muffins.
I didn't
Jeff.
mean to upset the hot dog muffins. It was a fair question.
They're scowling at you. Ayaka May hot dog muffin short film coming out this fall, and the third plug is Ayaka May loves Sam Roberts show.
Oh.
So isn't that
Isn't that
great,
great?
everybody? Can we
That's
have a round of
wonderful.
applause for everything that Ayaka May brings to the table? And now, looks like Cathy Kelley is making friends with the hot dog muffins. What I'd like is if we could have and where can they find all your information, Kenyon? Because they're going to hear this great song and
They
want
can
more.
find my information on thekenyonphillips.com. Kenyon, not A-N. That would be I'd be from Kenya.
Right, you're just
and
like
I'd run really
Kenyon.
fast,
Yeah.
right? Like the
Yeah.
Kenyan runners.
Right.
But I'm not. I run very slowly.
Right.
And anyway, but yeah, thekenyonphillips.com or on Facebook at the Kenyon Phillips. In English, and then also the Kenyon Phillips on Instagram is kind of fun, and that's in English and French.
That's fantastic. All right.
Fair enough.
Here's what
Fair
we're gonna
enough,
do.
right?
Hot dog muffins. Why don't you go over near Kenyon? They don't take instructions from me, I guess. It is a Sammiversary, you know? Okay, once you're done with your selfies.
Happy Sammiversary.
Thank you. And Merry Christmas. You guys
Merry Christmas to you.
go over towards Kenyon, and maybe you guys dance a little bit while Kenyon is performing. Give the audience something to watch. What is the name of the song you're going to perform, Kenyon?
Oh, this song's called Let's Stay in Bed.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Here it is. Are we ready for some music, everybody? Well, then let's stay in bed with Kenyon Phillips.
That's fabulous. Just lead us in. You know, we're going to think about Saturday nights. What are we going to go do on a Saturday night? Maybe we'll go see Tarzan in 3D IMAX, right? See Tarzan in 3D IMAX, and then maybe we'll go on a blind date to go see 3D IMAX, or a Tinder date, or a Grindr date to go see Tarzan in 3D IMAX. And then we'll have dinner maybe afterwards. Maybe we'll go to, oh, you know what I'd love to go to? P.F. Chang's and get lettuce wraps. So we could get lettuce wraps, and they do a vegetarian option there. And then we end up spending the night together. And then the next day, you wake up, and you're like next to somebody that you've just watched Tarzan with, and you're thinking, check the time, it's 9 a.m. and you see how fine I am, and what if we don't get up, just stay in bed? That's what I said, yeah. I know you're all about it, so don't pretend you doubt it. Come on, let's watch TV and order in, just think about it. And then you're looking into your partner's eyes, you don't know him very well, and you're like, okay. And you're weighing the options, the pros and cons. You're thinking about Tarzan, and you're like, okay, let's stay in bed all day. You're way too hot. Okay, don't look at me that way. I know you won't stray. I'm not feeling depressed. Just don't wanna, you know, get dressed. Relax, baby. Don't stress. I'm already, well, impressed. And then you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh my God, we had unprotected sex, and I gave her herpes, but I didn't make the herpes announcement beforehand. So you just say, let's waste our time some more, and just watch the girls next door and eat pancakes with bananas in a matching striped pajamas. I know it's nice outside, and you say we shouldn't hide it. Still, all I wanna do is you and me and you, and you're thinking to yourself, you just gave me herpes, but okay. And then you're weighing the pros and cons again, and they're like, herpes, fuck it, okay. Let's stay in bed, okay. Backing vocals, you're way too hot, okay. Don't look at me that way. I know And then you're thinking, oh my God, here we are together in bed, and I'm a little bit hungry, and I'm a little bit hungover, and the question is, you know, to brunch or not to brunch? That is the question. And you weigh your pros and cons, and you say, one more time, bring it down, Jess, and you say, let's stay in bed all day, because you got no money for brunch. You're way too hot. Okay, don't look at me that way. I know you won't stay, even though we've got morning breath. I'm not feeling depressed. Don't wanna, you know, get dressed. And you say, relax, baby, don't stress. I'm already, bring it back, Jess. I'm already impressed. And you say one more time, let's stay in bed all day. You're way too hot. Okay, don't look at me that way. Don't look at me that way. I know you wanna stay. You're baking like you wanna leave, but you wanna stay. I'm not feeling depressed. Took my meds, just don't wanna get dressed, you know, and relax, baby. Give you a massage. Get dressed, because I'm already impressed. And then I just listen to you, Jess, because you got such a better voice than I do. And you know, you wonder, is that what love sounds like? And you ask yourself, is that what brunch sounds like?
The unbelievable Kenyon Phillips, everybody. Just incredible. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back with a whole lot more, so stay right there. The Sammiversary continues after this.
Happy Sammiversary! Well, welcome back to Sam Roberts Show. It's our first Sammiversary, and can you believe that we're only halfway through? Well, technically, we're already running late, but what else is new, huh? Adrian, how late can I run? Like, can I run pretty late if I have to?
You do whatever you want, dude.
That's why he's a great producer. Let's give a hand to Adrian. Speaking of great people who have helped the show immensely, my next guest, I think he's been on the show like maybe twice, but this is a guy who, when I announced, before I was even on the air, I announced that I was doing the show. And he didn't throw a party for me. He was having a party at the Undergaro Maria Menounos compound. And he marched me around that party, going to all these executives that like Hollywood people, that I had no business talking to, explaining to all of them that I was about to be the next big thing at SiriusXM. Oh, really? Tell me about it. Then, without me even asking, my first Sam Roberts show on the air back in June of last year, he opened up his own Rolodex and had celebrities calling the show to congratulate me. Anyone famous that called the show on the first show, it was all Keven putting them up to it. He's probably the biggest Sam Roberts Show fan in the world as well. He listens every single night. Everybody, please welcome the secret producer of Sam Roberts Show, Keven Undergaro. Here comes Keven. Keven Undergaro. Sit down, Keven. Wherever you want. What's going on, pal?
This is amazing.
And by the way, let me tell you what a fan he is. First of all, when he got here, he's just looking all around like he's in Willy Wonka's candy shop, and he's going like and I'm like, okay, well, just hang out in this green room studio over here until I announce you. And he gave me this look, like this disappointed look, because he had wanted to sit out here. He's literally...
Yeah, I'm one of these guys.
He called me, and he goes, no, you know what I can't wait to see? And I'm like, what, like Kenyon and a Yakame and stuff? And he goes, no, I can't wait to say, like Chris the teacher's going to be there, and Jed's going to be there, and, oh, hi, Mark is going to be there. And
I call Sam all the time now, and that's the first thing I always say is, oh, hi, Sam.
It's amazing. But what have you thought of the show so far? You've been watching it, and I trust your judgment more than most.
All right, so you probably, whatever. I'm on the wrong channel to say this, but I was saying to Jess, I said, I haven't seen this group of people since Howard.
What do you mean this
How
group?
it-
Like such a
meaning
diverse?
Such a diverse group, fun, just energetic. You know, all the other shows have a one audience type,
Right.
and you've got everything here, and I love it. It's
Right.
a circus, and it's fun.
And look at all the women that are in the audience. They're all attractive.
Yes.
Like there's no dogs in the audience.
No, none. No.
Which is a
No.
surprise. And this one's single. And we got the hot dog
No,
muffins just
by
chilling.
the way, did you see Chris the teacher went in for the cheap field during the performance?
While Kenyon's performance was on, Chris the teacher just wraps his arms around this poor woman who's announced
But
herself
by the way,
as single.
typical Not Sam fan, you know, any other show she would have shushed him away,
Right.
but no, just swayed along with him.
She's like, we're all one here.
We're all Sam
We're all
Davidians.
one. Yeah, exactly.
We're all part of the cult.
Exactly. And Jed comes in an outfit that couldn't look more racist.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And he's hugging Mark from San Diego, who couldn't look more Mexican.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
That's it. It's the spirit of Not Sam.
It's just a bunch of vatos locos. It's amazing. Look at these guys hugging.
Look at
USA! USA! And Canada! So, Kevin, I'm glad you're here because before we started this show, you said, Sam, there's a girl that I want you to meet because I think you'd be able to have a lot of fun with her on the air. In the first month of Sam Roberts' show, I was able to get X-Pac to feel up her feet. I was able to show her her first porn. She brought in her hot model friend with her just because, and then disappeared. We didn't hear from her since last summer. And she is back for this special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the OG Sam Roberts Show fans. Let's give it up for Jackie Miranne. Jackie's back. Go sit down, Jackie. How are you?
Oh my God! Well, you know, I was waiting for sandal season. That's why.
I understand. I understand. Jackie's been super busy. Like, you know how we were talking about how, you know, hot dog hasn't had the greatest year in the world? Jackie's the opposite. That's why she just, I mean, she popped up in, Us Weekly, Home Shopping Network, HSN, all over the place. And she was walking red carpets. Because you know that little movie, like Joy? Did you guys hear about that movie, Joy, over the Christmas season? You know Jennifer Lawrence in that movie? Yes, Jackie Miranne's mother.
Jeez, I broke the mic.
That's her mom. And that character is her mom. Your mom is Joy.
And I've known Jackie for 6 years and didn't know until I saw the movie. I looked at my girlfriend and I said, wait, I think that's Jackie's mother.
Yeah.
Just to be clear,
Typical
Jennifer
Jackie.
Lawrence is not my mother. The real
Yes.
Joy is my mother. She did invent a mop.
Right.
And,
but that thing twists and turns in all kinds of directions.
I mean, who would have thought of that?
I know. Your mom.
Exactly.
Your mother.
So I have that all in here, everybody. It's really special.
Yeah.
With the second toe, they say you have a lot of wisdom, right, Sam?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So what did your family think of the movie?
Oh my God. It's, you know, I've watched it multiple times and I still feel like I can't digest it because
Right.
they captured everybody so well. Like my grandpa and, you know, I met...
Wasn't your grandpa played by Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Must be nice. I can't believe De Niro was able to capture someone well.
Okay, the weirdest thing is that I met him
De
with
Niro?
my yeah. That's weird enough alone, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm so much has happened.
I know.
Since the last time the two of us were together. I don't even know where to begin.
You've become a name dropper.
Can I just also tell you guys that I really think that you think, I want to clear this up. It's like a past summer camp moment, like you're coming back to summer camp and you want to clear something up.
Right,
with,
right.
You know.
Yes, I would have.
So you're like my son. No, you didn't scare me with your porn. That's not why I haven't been here. As you can tell.
see. And by the way, the video isn't on YouTube. It is on YouTube.
It is.
But,
it is.
But Jackie watched her first porn with her friend Annalise.
It's true.
Another like amazingly hot chick who's a model. And they hadn't watched porn before, so I thought we'd start with gangbang. And that was the beginning of I thought a beautiful journey. Have you been watching a lot of porn?
That was the last show that I was here, and I'm like, he's gonna think I couldn't handle the porn. Guys, I could handle the porn. It's the last one I watched, I will say.
That's the last porn you watched?
It is, unfortunately.
Mary Jean, can you believe she hasn't watched any porn?
That means she's coming on her own.
Oh, congratulations on that, Jackie. Congratulations.
Yes. I feel like we need to hang out.
Doesn't she
Mary
have the
Jane
most
and I.
positive disposition?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like she needs to teach me so many things.
Once again, the spirit of Not Sam.
Right.
It is.
Right.
It's the spirit of Not Sam.
And by the way, Keven has had an amazing year as well. Number one, this is my favorite thing. He came on the show. He talked about all the trials and tribulations of being a celebrity's boyfriend at the time with Maria Menounos. And the next morning, 12 hours after the show, he proposed to her.
Yes.
And by the way, Sam is one of 3 people that saw the ring that
I did see
that know it was going down. So after the show, right? I showed
You showed me. And let me tell you something. I would not show my wife the ring. Because I didn't want her to know that they made them in that size. Like, no, it's as big as they come, honey. That's as big as you can get them. But not only has Keven now gotten engaged, you're continuing the quest for children, which Maria keeps publicly documenting, which I love that.
Yes.
And you've done something that we talked about you doing for years, and you actually launched The Tomorrow Show. The Tomorrow Show is Kevin's show. He does it 2 nights a week. Monday and Thursday, I believe. On tonight's show, you have X-Pac.
Yes.
Which is going to be an amazing episode. But for those of you... X-Pac. You're
I know X-Pac.
Yeah.
I put my feet on his lap.
He loved that.
He did like it.
He loved that.
And I really thought Jim was going to stick around. I'm pretty upset.
Right, because you got to meet... That's what I did. I've all the most perverted people I could find. Little innocent Jackie. I was like, all right, let's see how long she sticks around for. And she did.
The porn really did me in. I'm telling you, though, I really could handle it. I really still feel like we need to, go back to that and just have another moment and show you that I can handle the porn.
Oh, okay. Geez.
He's putting the TV
We'll get it up
above
on
you.
the screens.
We have an eager audience member. I like that about you, sir.
TheTomorrowShow.com, though, is where you find Kevin's show. Jackie.
Yes.
When you were doing the show.
Yes.
It was the first month, and that's when we were in that little closet, way like a mile away from here. What do you think of a year's progression?
First of all, I'm so glad I wore pants.
Right.
Because I wasn't gonna wear pants.
Just underwear?
Just to clarify, skirt. I was in a skirt earlier. I shoot a show
why
in
do
the
you
morning.
keep saying that? Everyone else here is showing skin. Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I know. You know, I should have. Maybe I should have kept it on.
We can give you some scissors and turn those into.
I have some skin hanging out of the distressed jeans look, though.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
All right.
You're getting booed.
I'm getting booed. Exactly what I was afraid of.
She's wearing clothes. What does she have to offer?
But I have to tell you guys, I almost want to cry when I walked in here because I started with you, and even just going to lunch with you, I'm like, this guy is so freaking awesome. And of course I knew he was going to be because Keven recommended him.
Right.
But I had to come to that closet, and I had to come do your show, and I had to come watch porn because there's something about you, Sam Roberts, that makes people want to watch porn.
Right.
And do other things as well.
I know.
You know,
it's like the way people normally have to slip something into a drink or something. I do that with words.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like a word master.
And guess what? That's not date rape then. It isn't. It isn't.
And so this is the most awesome thing I've ever seen.
It is.
I'm so excited for you. Congratulations on your Sammiversary.
Thank you. Noelle, are you impressed? Mary, you're the on-the-street reporter. Are you impressed, Noelle?
I am so impressed.
Are we ready in the control room for her to get more impressed? Do we have another guest?
Yes, please impress
We
me.
are ready. Okay. I thought that, Jackie, since this is your return, I should introduce you to another friend.
Yes.
Yes. You guys may know him. Keven, you're probably excited to get to know him as well. Mary, you haven't gotten to meet him. Noelle, I don't think you've met him either. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former $1 million champion. He is a wrestling superstar. No. And he is, everybody's like, I don't think so. And he is, what's he all about? What's he looking for? What's he looking for? What kind of money? Let's hit it. Virgil, get your ass in here. Grab that mic, Virgil. Give Virgil that mic. Give him the stand. Fuck money, baby. Fuck money, baby. Whoa. Virgil, welcome to the show, Virgil.
What's up with you, man?
Relax. Step back. Troy, keep a nice distance. You're wearing a nice suit. You look like.
Only reason I came here because your wife asked me to come here.
When were you talking to my wife? You're too close.
She called me.
My wife didn't call you.
Yes, she did.
What did she call you about?
Ask her.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa, I don't like that. You got to talk into the mic, though. Yeah, there it is.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Virgil, do not have conversations with my wife. That's not that. You don't disrupt my family.
Don't mess your family up.
That's what I asked you to do. I'm not messing my. Who are you looking at?
Oh, damn, girl! Roll to that again!
I didn't see it.
Roll that ass like that, right? Woo! Bang, bang, bang!
Virgil's in a better mood. Virgil's in a better mood.
I love that.
You like Virgil, Mary Jean? Here, talk into this.
Mary Jean.
Go ahead, you could use mine.
I'm such a fan. It's so nice meeting you. I listen
Give me a hug,
Talk
baby.
into the mic, Virgil.
Hug, daddy. Hug closer.
Hug closer, he said. Talk into the mic. Talk into the mic.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can feel it.
Problem is, Mary Jean can feel it too.
It was nice and hard.
Oh my God. That's Jackie.
Yeah.
This is Virgil.
Virgil.
Jackie at?
I'm here.
Virgil, come on down and say hi to Jackie.
Let me go see Jackie.
You're wearing my favorite color.
What?
Black. Black. You know what it is. You know she likes black.
I know.
You know.
She likes black, right?
Yeah. You know what other color she likes? What? Was that an implication that you have a large penis? Did you make a horse noise? Talk into the mic. Did you make a horse noise? Move in. Jackie,
Drop it, huh? Drop it like it's hot, right?
Jackie, I don't know if you know
I
this.
can hear you.
Virgil, how big is your penis? I remember you told us before. Talking to the mic.
Centimeters or inches?
We're going inches. I'm not, especially since Brexit.
I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging like 14.
14 inches, Jackie. Have you ever been with a man with a 14-inch penis?
Do I look like I've ever been with a man with a 14-inch penis?
I wouldn't imagine. But Virgil, is there a first time for everything?
It's first time for everything.
Why did you come in here so hostile towards me? Again, you're very close for comfort. I don't trust you. I don't know where you've been. It was hard enough getting you here, quite frankly.
Your wife called, and I said, okay, Sam, I'll show up. She said, this is Miss Roberts? I said, Miss who? Miss Roberts.
That's my last name, Virgil.
I scratched his bald head. I said,
yeah.
Roberts. Where I know Roberts from?
How do you know my name? By the way, you know what you did? And you're putting so much weight on my shoulder right now. You know what you did?
Yeah.
You went on another podcast. It was Colt Cabana's podcast. Any wrestling fan knows what that is. Yeah. And he said that he was like, he gave me a shout out. He was like, you were on Sam Roberts' show. And instead of you being like, yeah, I had a good time, you were like, yeah, that motherfucker owes me some Olive Garden.
I love Olive Garden.
Don't say that, right? Jackie.
I like the breadsticks.
Oh, no. Did you hear that?
She likes the breadsticks.
What do you dip the breadsticks in?
14.
I don't know.
How about the meat sauce mafia?
That sounds good.
Virgil loves breadsticks and meat sauce. Nice and delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that how they refer to you as, Virgil? Yeah. Nice and delicious. Do you know who Noelle is, Virgil?
Noelle looks very nice.
Can I tell you? You might know her father.
What's her father's name?
Her father's name is Mick.
Mick Foley?
Yes.
No way!
Talk into the mic, Virg.
No way. Mick's kid?
Yeah, that's Mick's kid.
Only daughter.
You starting to feel guilty? Starting to feel guilty about some of those thoughts, Virgil?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not.
Mick's my man.
You like
Mick?
Mick?
Yeah.
How do you think he did as far as making kids?
She's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
I feel like now that you know she's a Foley, you're going to start shifting more of your attention toward the Mary Jean and the Jackies of the world. What do you think of these hot dog muffins wandering around the studio?
Where's the hot dog? Oh.
Right there, in front of you, with the tiny little red shorts on.
The little...
Virgil, you're staring directly at her ass. There's no subtlety to you whatsoever.
I'm trying to look, man.
I know, that's obvious. You're not just trying. I mean, it's so blatant. This is ridiculous. Virgil, you got to... Jackie, have you ever seen anything like this?
I don't know. I just took. She's speaking my language though, because we just took like 10 selfies together, and I feel
the
really.
hot dog muffin.
Yeah, I feel really bonded to the hot dog muffin.
Okay,
now.
Virgil is barking at one of the hot dog muffins now.
I'm trying to lick her.
You're trying to lick her muffin?
I'm trying to lick the muffin, right?
You're trying to lick the muffin.
I'm trying to bite the muffin.
You're out of control, Virgil. You're completely out of control. How has your quest for fuck money been over the past few months?
Oh, it's pretty nice, man.
It is?
Yeah.
Explain fuck money, because do you all know what fuck money is, or you just get...
I don't.
Yeah. Okay, Jackie, you don't understand fuck money. You heard
No.
the great song, Fuck Money, Baby, but you don't know what it is.
No.
Virgil, explain fuck money to Jackie.
Okay, fuck money is just money you can just fuck up.
Right.
Okay, you can just go wild, go buck wild with it. You
Right.
Just count it off.
Stop
like
brushing
that.
me.
Turn it off. I'll cut that money off.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. That's my on the street reporter that you're doing that to. She's a journalist.
He's making it right.
Yeah, it's counting.
Yeah, bring that
I
mic
was
up.
counting. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bring that mic up like you would to... Well, never mind.
Sam, what about the fact that Maria Menounos, host of E! News, wakes up in the morning, I told you after the show,
That's
and she's
right.
like, I just got to get some of that fuck money.
Did you know that? Do you know
We say it all the time now.
Maria Menounos?
No, who's that?
She wrestled in WrestleMania.
Yeah, Maria Menounos is the top entertainment reporter in the world right now. She wrestled at WrestleMania. She did she had broken ribs. What was
broken feet, broken ribs. She wrestled with
broken
Kelly
ribs.
Kelley.
Oh yeah, and she's an A-list celebrity who walks around the house now and goes, Keven, that's her husband, her fiance, Keven.
You're her fiance?
She goes, Keven, we got to get some of that fuck money.
Yeah. Gotta get, because we got to. Because like it just would change everything if we could get some.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Virgil,
give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Yes.
Jackie.
Virgil, could you imagine how much Olive Garden we could have with fuck money?
Oh my God! Did you hear what Jackie just
Virgil,
said?
could you imagine how much Olive Garden we could have with fuck money?
Oh, we can.
By the way, Sam, tons of fuck money.
Yes, indeed.
Jackie's got quite a bit of fuck money.
You saw the mother in the movie,
That's
Joy.
right. That's right.
Sold mops for like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right. Those twisty mops make a lot of fuck money.
They do a lot of twisting. They're worth a lot of fuck money.
They should have named Joy Fuck Money.
Yes. Virgil, right over here.
What's these girls?
Tons of fuck money.
Don't be distracted by the hot dog muffins. Virgil, I think you haven't
shooting like that at her.
Well,
look. See, look.
They're trying to distract you and it's working. Don't let them do that, Virgil.
Look.
Jackie, do you want to know how Virgil and I became acquainted?
Yeah.
I started a website.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
It was called, I can't remember.
Adrian started the website.
That's what, Mark and Cindy, could you yell out, what was the name of it?
LonelyVirgil.net.
It was called Lonely Virgil.
.net? Wait, it was .net?
It was a .net.
Oh, it was a .net.
Yeah, it was a .net. It was a non-for-profit. It was called Lonely Virgil, and it was an entire website.
Hot dog muffin.
Made up of photos of this man, Virgil.
Get over here.
He's distracted. He doesn't know what I'm saying.
Right.
It was made up entirely
hot dog muffin.
of photos of Virgil sitting by himself at autograph sessions. Yeah. I mean, nobody. He would set up this table. Sometimes stuff would be spelled wrong. Yeah, it was kind of, and nobody would be around.
Woo!
You should have. I'd like to go to autograph sessions. That's how I met Keven.
At an autograph, but you know what? Here's the thing. When
you met your husband?
That's not Maria Menounos. That's Jackie. I know. It's hard to... I get them confused, too.
Sorry.
But Jackie, here's the thing. When you go to a Maria Menounos autograph signing, which is where you met Keven, lots of people. The Lonely Virgil sessions wasn't as crowded.
Oh.
Wasn't nearly as crowded. But I'll tell you this. I feel like ever since Lonely Virgil was created, we have breathed new life into Virgil. I feel like we, with the help of the fabulous Megan boys, have created a whole new life. Virgil. So Virgil, on that note, could I hear you please say, Sam Roberts, thank you for creating LonelyVirgil.net. Would you say that?
I can be a man and say, thank you, Mr. Sam Roberts. For creating the lonely.
Say it.
The lonely.
You got it. Say it.
Fuck money.
Say it. Say thank you for creating Lonely Virgil.
Thank you for creating the lonely Hot dog muffin.
Okay, listen. Virgil, how about this? How about I make you a deal?
Okay. Say it.
I will give you a reward, a prize that you'll like very much. I will make good on my end if you can make good on your end. If you say, thank you, Sam Roberts, for creating Lonely Virgil, you'll be ecstatic by what happens. I promise you that. Can you say that for me?
Okay. Sam Roberts, thank you for creating the Lonely Virgil.
There it is!
Oh.
Did you hear that?
I heard
Did
it.
you hear that? If that doesn't go viral, I don't know what will.
I pulled it here.
Virgil, guess what I have for you? Breadsticks and meat sauce!
Oh my God! This is the best day ever.
He's getting the meat sauce! He's getting it from Olive Garden! He's getting the meat sauce! Do you believe this? Of all the incredible things, Virgil is getting his meat sauce. There he is! There he is! Virgil got his meat sauce. Is this not the most feel-good moment in the history of radio? Is this not? Has any of you ever felt this warm in your lives?
People are crying in the audience.
Crying!
Virgil, are you going to share?
Meat sauce.
There you go, Virgil. Meat sauce, baby. And I'll tell you this. You all are very excited to meet Virgil. Because you know why I got this. You know what I did?
What?
I went to goddamn Olive Garden, and I spent a little bit of fuck money. That's what I did. And Virgil, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah, Troy.
You know, after the show, of course, I'm happy to meet and greet anybody here who wants to meet and greet. Virgil will do the same for a little bit of fuck money. No freebies with Virgil. No freebies. Jackie, have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I can sufficiently say that you always show me things I've never seen before.
This is great. This is great. Well, Virgil, I want to thank you for being here and making good on. He's still trying to get the hot dog muffins' attention. It's lost on him. The meat sauce. This is like
Put that meat sauce
This was
in there.
literally a year build. We've been building the meat sauce thing for a year, and all Virgil wants to do is grab hot dog muffins' asses. He's licking these women.
Lick the hot dog muffin. Look.
You got your mouth full of food, bro.
It happened.
And Troy's offering him more meat
Wait,
sauce.
the hot dog muffin is breaking. She's breaking.
Hot dog muffin can't contain it.
Yeah, no.
Yakame's gonna be pissed. You better keep that visor down. That's a cold death stare. That's a cold-hearted woman. All right, well, guess what? It's time for another musical performance. Virgil, you stand right there. You like music? Mm-hmm. Well, then, you guys are probably thinking, Claudia, you're looking at me like another musical performance. Who is he going to get? Don't you make gestures behind my head. Who is he going to get for another musical performance? You have no idea, Claudia?
I know. I think I have.
Everybody has an idea. Oh man, look at. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh,
he's crip walking back there. Ladies and gentlemen, here exclusively at the Sammiversary to perform a very special song for all of you that's meant a lot to all of us. Let's welcome DJ Infinite Kitten. Can we do that?
Oh, yes.
Can we do that?
Oh, my God.
There he is. There he is. The man. DJ Infinite Kitten. Infinite Kitten. There he is. Get in your position. I'm so glad you're here, man. Go there. You can grab that mic. I am so glad that you're here. I'm so glad. Are you hitting on Noelle Foley right now?
How's my...
He's like, no, the mic was down. I am so glad that this has happened. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Infinite Kitten?
Doing good. How are you, Sam?
I'm fabulous. Infinite Kitten and I had one of my favorite interviews I've ever done on the show, followed by a great musical performance. Here's the thing. DJ Infinite Kitten, he's a musical artist, but he also blows glass. Is the glass business still good?
It's going good, you know, and I was wondering if you were taking notice whether I had a glass dildo in my pocket or I was just happy to see you. You know? So I made this yesterday, you know.
You actually had a glass dildo in your pocket.
A little something I made yesterday to play with.
Virgil, you see that? It's a glass dildo. He made it himself. What do you think of that, Virgil?
Glass 3,000 degrees.
Wait, what'd you say, Virg? It's small.
I made one about twice this size, but it wasn't going to fit in my pocket.
Right, and Virgil,
I was like, I got to make it kind of portable so I can
tell. It's all right.
It's all right. Virgil, you might not have heard.
Virgil's got 14 inches.
You've heard that. You did hear that. You did hear that.
I have been briefed.
Jackie, you may not know, DJ Infinite Kitten is an amazing musician. He does something called a Warper Party. It's very different than anything else going on in music. I saw it at a festival. I was so infatuated with the whole thing. I had to have him on the show. Then when it was time to like have a party show, I said, there's no way. I literally, Infinite Kitten, I told my producer Adrian, whatever you have to say to Infinite Kitten, get him in here. Because I don't do the show without Infinite Kitten. That's how much you mean to me.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Infinite Kitten also makes dildos and butt plugs out of glass.
Wow. Butt plugs,
you like that
dildos.
Yeah, butt plugs.
Yeah. I almost brought a few butt plugs, but you know.
He makes butt plugs. Yeah. This guy over here. Virgil.
This could very easily be a butt plug.
Virgil, white people crazy, huh?
It takes,
white people crazy.
Takes a little.
I don't know what to do with it, Sam.
As well as
I can show you.
He's got some videos.
Yes,
I know he does. Want to try it?
Cathy.
Okay.
No, let
You can
Cathy
see
hold the dildo. It's only fair. Cathy Kelley can't hold the. Please, sir.
Okay, let's all pass the dildo.
Big fan.
Well, let me see.
Pass the glass.
Virgil, what do you think of this? What do you think of it in terms of weight? Hold that mic up to your mouth and hold the dildo in your hand. That's like DP. What do you think of that? You getting back into shape? You getting into dildo lifting?
Dildo lifting, look.
Bro, I lifted a double header. What do you think? He's been measuring it to. Give me my dildo back.
A little better right here, right?
Well, Virgil, I'll tell you what. If you want to shove a bottle of Tropicana in your pussy, you can. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. We're on good terms again. We're on good terms. All right. That's right. That's the sound of horse mix.
You know, if I make larger ones that can fit into a strap-on. You know, you can get. Yeah. Hey, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that. I made one that was about this big a few months ago. I sold it to somebody, and they were quite happy about it.
Virgil just rolled the glass dildo to a hot dog muffin.
Oh, she knows what to do with it.
What did she do, Jackie?
Definitely knows what to do with that.
She put it in between her muffins.
Yes, she did.
Are those muffins?
Those are muffins. Those are muffins. Let me see. Look at that. Hot dog muffins. Hot dog muffins. And by the way, you capitalize hot dog, don't you? A lot of people don't.
I
They're
like
wrong.
the capitalized.
That's what you have to do. Look at that. It's like The Price is Right, but for dildos. With Asian women in tiny little shorts.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
By the way, Bob Barker would if I were the producer of that show, would have done even better. This is my model.
Kevin's forcing the dildo on everyone.
So,
why? Cathy's being all shy about the dildo. Cathy didn't get to hold the dildo. Jackie did. Virgil did. Like everybody.
You know, by the way,
And now that has inner boob on it.
That's why I'm holding it.
Oh, okay.
Breast sweat.
I just want to mention that they are dildos, but I actually refer to them as sex objects.
Okay.
Because I sell them at sexobjects.etsy.com.
Etsy.
And you can buy.
Etsy.
I also sell them at NateSpectacular.com.
There it is. Get your sex objects, because let me tell you something. It's high quality. It's like we've been rolling it around the floor. It hasn't broken. Hurts. It's good.
Truthfully, I could probably bludgeon you to death with it before it's going to break, and I hope you're not gonna do anything to anybody's privates that
It's
with
bludgeoning.
that level of intensity.
Yeah. It's firm. So here's what we're gonna do.
There's a brother out there, look.
Virgil is Virgil just distracted me because he found a black person outside the studio that he could wave at. Look, hey Virgil, look! I found another one.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I see the brothers up in here. Look.
Now, Virgil.
1, 2.
This guy right here, hot dog.
3.
He's Dominican. Does he count? Not really. Not really. Not unless there's no other brother. There's no other brothers we use hot dog, but. Well, good. Virgil, I'm glad you pointed that out. But we don't have time for it because there's a musical performance that I want to treat everybody to. Who wants to hear a little song about one of nature's greatest elements?
I do.
I want to hear it.
Well then,
I want to hear it.
Without further ado, and Virgil, do not interrupt this with your.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care how many black people walk by the studio.
Okay.
It's not about that.
I want to hear it.
Okay, you listen. and everybody listen and enjoy this, because I would like to present to you Nate Spectacular, Warper Party, DJ Infinite Kitten,
Brooklyn
and
Glass.
Brooklyn Glass, sexobjects.etsy.com.
That's right.
Brings you an exclusive performance to the Sammiversary. This, ladies and gentlemen, I can hear that. It's the mic stand, Virgil.
I was in a drum roll.
This, okay, it sounds great. This is Fire.
Come on, shake something or something.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Can we bring it up a little bit?
Bring up the fire.
Yeah, crawl or something, yeah. Yeah, something. Something here, man.
Oh, yeah.
So precise. Fire. 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 I brought the fire. Yeah.
Only.
Fire. 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 I'm on fire. Fire in your heart. I want the fire to give you a start. I burn the fire right on through. I light the fire right up for you. Fire. 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 I got the fire, I burn it so hot. I've got the fire you wish you've got. Something glass to put in your ass. Made with fire and it's got class. I got the fire, I burn it right. I've got the fire and I'll burn it all night. I've got the fire, my dreams come true. I've got the fire and I'll light it for you. I brought fire. Woo! Fire on fire. I brought fire. I brought fire. I've got the fire, you know it's right. I've got the fire and I'll keep you in sight. I've got the fire, it burns so hot. I've got the fire, it gives you what you've got. Fire. Fire on fire. I brought the fire, filled you with desire. I brought fire. The sex is so good, it's so real nice. I want the fire to burn like ice. It burns cold and it will burn hot. I've got the fire and you have not. I want to let you all just see what the fire really means to me. And what I can say is I will be surrounded by all these sexy ladies. I brought fire. Fire on fire. I brought fire. It's on fire. Fire, it's okay. I lit the fire just so I could play. I want to light the fire for you and let all of your dreams come true. I brought fire. It's on fire. There is no other way for you to be. Come on, let the fire burn, baby. I know it's so sexy too. I lit this fire up right for you. I brought fire. Fire. On fire. I brought the fire. Filled you with desire. Fire. On fire. I brought the fire. I brought the fire. Take that glass and do something hot. You know you've got to do it, and I'm not gonna play all too much. I lit that fire, but I'd love to touch the fire in your body. You know I'm surrounded by all these hotties. I'm lighting fire in the studio. I want the fire and I don't want to go. I brought the fire. I brought the fire. 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 The fire's real. It's so, so real. I know that it's just a crazy deal. There's so much more that you can do. I'll bring the fire right here for you. Fire. Fire. I brought the fire. There's all these things to be. There's so much endless possibility. Let all of your fantasies be real, and you know that you will feel the fire. Fire. I don't have to say any words coming that way. Sometimes they come with ease, and sometimes they feel like a disease. I burn it right out of my soul. I light the fire to maintain control. I want the control to be real. I want the fire, and you know the deal. I brought the fire. Fire. On fire. I brought the fire. I brought the fire. This is right here. And I know when the fire is clear, it will burn the path for you. and you'll know exactly what to do. I brought the fire. It's what you see. I'll let the fire let you be. Anything that you can dream. I want the fire to make you scream. I brought the fire.
Woo! Yeah! Show right after this. Virgil, I'm miking myself. You don't have to mic me. Stay tuned.
Stay there.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So,
Can I see that meat sauce right here?
we're gonna, get the
Right
meat
here,
sauce
right.
for Virgil.
Right there.
Virgil is fucking. I mean, Mary Jean, are you in danger over there? Because Virgil is like, you've actually covered.
He's super horny.
I want to do something very nice for her. I want to set that meat sauce on right on the back of that sweet ass.
Mary
right
Jean,
there.
you're not here. Virgil, listen to me. Listen to me. The press release came out. Mary Jean needs to be treated with some kind of
Okay,
respect.
I'm just going to set that meat sauce.
The press release came out.
Right there.
This is
All
what
you gotta do is stick it
Virgil.
out
Listen to me,
somewhere.
Virgil. This is what Mary Jean said. Thanks to Sam Roberts, I have another job that doesn't involve me engaging in oral sex. I will not have you ruining that. Okay? You need to control yourself. Okay. Now, it's not that. Mary Jean, if you need to create some space, you go ahead.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll wink twice or blink.
Just scream. Just scream loudly. We probably won't have time for the blinking
Shake it
stuff.
twice at her.
This strikes me as the type of thing that escalates quickly. So we're gonna go to 9:30 or so because it's already past 9.
Yeah.
But yes, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's the attitude.
Yeah.
But we do have a special event that was promised that we need to do. The only advertised, by the way, bit for the show is Chris the Teacher and the presentation of the gifts. So, Mary Jean, if you could wrestle that microphone
And
away
now.
from Virgil. Go ahead. Good instinct.
And now, to commemorate 1 year of radio excellence, we give you Sam Roberts Show superfan, super creep, and possible homicide maniac, Sir Chris the Teacher, with the presentation of the gifts.
Now, as we get the mic over to Chris the Teacher, I also want to introduce another guest. Chris, get your gifts ready, because we have another guest. You guys aren't guested out yet, are you? Because, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest
It's the Sam Roberts Show.
is Mike Bencchetti. Mike Bencchetti is here.
And all the guys and chicks. Tune in from 9 to 12 and, you'll get the mix. It's Sammy Roberts. He's Sam. He looks like a guy that'll kick your fucking balls in. Sam Roberts.
Come here, Mike.
He looks like a cool guy. I'm
Go
not
over
going to
there.
say you look
Go
like
over to that mic.
Sideshow Bob because only assholes say that about you. I seen him at first and he looked at me like I was retarded, but you know what? We became friends real quick.
We're pushing your song.
He was kind of retarded himself. It's Sammy Roberts. That's right, smoking those cigarettes, biting with these lucky strikes in the trench foot.
Mike Bencchetti, welcome to Sam Roberts Sammiversary. We couldn't do this show without you either. You're a very important part. Who's happy to see Mike Bencchetti?
Thank you.
You know how dedicated I talk about the things people do for the show, the way Jackie hopped on board an unknown show and watched porn for me, the way Keven turned his life inside out to make sure things were easier for me, the way Cathy called me when the show was on for a month and decided I got to join this thing, I got to be a part of it. Mike Bencchetti was ready to drink an entire bottle of Windex for the show. Okay? He would have done it. He would have done it. I mean, it was partly for it helped that Cathy was there, but it was for the show. It was for the show.
No, it helped a lot. Cathy was there. You kidding me? It's like.
No, I was kidding
I'm
you.
sorry.
Yes, I know. Mike Bencchetti, I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you, Sam.
And I want you to help us rate the gifts. This is Chris the teacher.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, Mike, what's
nice
up, buddy?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Virgil, you've met Chris the teacher before. He drove you around randomly today. Right
Hey,
there,
bud.
that guy.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah. This is just Virgil's life. For
Dairy
you,
Queen
it's like
for an hour. Yeah, he didn't even
it's like the most bizarre thing in the world. For Virgil, it's like, well, it is Thursday.
Sam, I love the hot dog muffins.
You do love the hot dog muffin. What do you love about the hot dog muffin so much,
I
Mikey?
like those high knee socks.
You
They
do.
something.
You do. Ooh.
They're kind of young for me, though. That's the unfortunate thing.
I don't know. They're legal. They're of legal age.
No, legal, schmeagle. You got to be a certain,
Right. Well, I'm a legal beagle. What do you think of that? What about Jackie? You haven't met Jackie before. This is Jackie
Nice
Miranne.
to meet. Hell yeah. Very nice to meet.
I mean, she's kind of a piece of ass herself, isn't she?
Sam, be nice.
You're right. You're right. You're right, Mike. You're right. I crossed the line, and let me say this, Jackie. I'm sorry.
I forgive you, Sam.
Thank you.
You've done worse.
And yeah, I have. And Noelle Foley. You know Mick Foley, the
Yes.
wrestler.
I love
That's
my dad.
his-
He's a badass.
Yeah, and his
I love
his,
him.
his daughter's pretty hot, isn't she?
She absolutely is.
There you go. Isn't that nice? All right. Here we go. Mary Jean, you're back there with Chris the teacher. Yeah. They can stay back there, right? Is there
Mary
any-
Jean's adorable. Love her.
You love Mary Jean
Yeah,
too. Here's the
absolutely.
thing about you, Mike Bencchetti. You love the ladies. You love those
They're my
ladies.
kryptonite.
They are. You're a strong man. You have very few weaknesses.
Except womankind.
Right. Poontang, as it's called. Is that right?
No, it's called womankind.
Womankind. That's a
Yeah.
little disrespectful. Jackie, I apologize again.
I forgive you.
Thank
Again.
you. Thank you very much. And Cathy, I hope you're not offended by it.
Never.
Good. Mary Jean, it's time to unveil the gifts. Chris the teacher has been trying to give us gifts for a long time. We seldom let him in the building. So, twice, yeah. So, okay, what kind of gifts do we have here?
All right, well, first we're going to go with people that aren't, just one person that's not here.
Okay.
Nicole's not here.
Who's that? Okay, what?
All right, so this was already shown. This
Is that not incredible?
a onesie for her baby.
Hey,
And
Mike Bencchetti, you know what I see? Weight loss goals. For you can squeeze into that thing. That is a onesie for a toddler
Yeah,
with an
but you
I'm
know what,
Not
though?
Sam logo.
That'll fit the bottom half of me.
Yes,
instead
it
of the
will.
top.
Yes, it
Maybe.
will. Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? The way this weight is coming off of you, Mike. That's amazing. I love it.
All right, there's one more for Nicole.
Okay, good. Multiple gifts. That's not creepy.
Kind of the same idea, but
Yes. What does it say? It says, drop lewds and bang on rocks. Yeah, because that's something. And on the back it says Biggins 69. It's something that celebrates Nicole having a baby without forgetting her lifestyle.
So this is for Nicole.
Okay, so you can leave that
All
over
right.
there. We'll make sure she gets it.
I hope so.
She will.
Where's Hot Dog?
You have a gift for Hot Dog.
Hot dog.
I hope it's a pocket pussy.
All right. So we all know that Sam has
Am I
been
right,
working.
Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sam has been working very hard. How you doing?
Just concentrate.
Sam has been working very hard on getting Hot Dog to speak better.
Yes.
So my son had these. These are first words cards. So
Hot Dog. Mary Jean, give Hot Dog the mic for a moment, please. And you tell me, Hot Dog, what's that room next to us? The
Booth.
You're getting there. He's getting there. The What sound does a ghost make?
Boo.
Now go. Okay, he didn't do it. He's saying fa. He's saying fa. All right. Well, you practice your flashcards, and we'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Hot Dog. Mike, you believe this guy can't speak?
Sam, I don't know. I never met him.
Right. Well, that goes to show you, huh?
All right, who do you guys want next?
Well,
Who do you want
I
next?
feel like
Sam, Cathy, Virgil, Adrian.
Virgil would be the next one. Yeah, that's right. Virgil. There's gifts for you, Virgil. Just stand right there. Just stand right. You love your shit. You love your free shit and your fuck money and your. What's in it for Virgil is always the question.
So
are you? We need that. That camera was placed there strategically, Virgil. It's not a prop. Yeah, I mean it's like Thank you, Troy.
We had talked about
decorum.
Olive Garden a lot tonight.
Yeah.
So after my day with Virgil today,
it's weird.
It inspired me, and maybe we can set up a possible union at Olive Garden.
With?
Because what I have for you here is $300 to Olive
What the
Garden.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, Mike,
Is that my gift too?
I mean, Virgil, you talk about fuck money. $300. That's right.
They don't even sell $300 increments.
By the way, now what does everyone, what do the girls think of him now?
Right.
300 large.
300. And by the way, it's never-ending breadsticks for like $12, so it's gonna take a while to run through that. Why are you giving Mary Jean a hug, Virgil? Virgil, back. Wait. Wait, no, Chris.
Well, they'll go out on a date.
Chris, you tell me what you just mouthed to me.
No,
I won't be a part of it. You tell me what you just mouthed to me.
I love Sam. I
What?
said
And what? How much money is on those cards?
$300.
Let me see them. Let me see them.
All you really need is
Up
12.
for review.
Let me see them. Because, can I tell you, Virgil?
Yeah.
You know what Chris the teacher mouthed to me? There's nothing on the cards.
No.
Oh.
I think he fucked you, dude. And I'm not gonna let you get fucked on my show.
Virgil, would I do that to you, dude?
Yeah, I mean, is there money on these cards, Chris, or not?
Would I do that to you after our car ride today?
Is there money? Yeah, you might. All right, Chris? Is there money on these cards?
No, there's no money on those cards.
No. You can put them on your wall, though, Virgil. Boo! Chris! Boo! Hey, I'm not one of the bad guy callers, am I? Boo! Here you go, Frank the Clown. That's your souvenir.
Sam,
Well, let me ask you, Mike. What do you think of Chris the teacher?
Chris, what do you teach in school?
Social studies, history.
Oh, nice. I love history. American world.
Okay, that wasn't.
Yeah, you've told us before you love history.
See, how about this one, Mike? Yeah, maybe it's history.
Yeah,
of
can I
being-
take Virgil to the Olive Garden? We'll hang there one night.
But here's the You know what I mean? Benchetti's gonna take you, Virgil. You
I'll
and
take
Bencchetti
you,
are going to the because apparently Chris the teacher is he teaches the history of being an asshole.
Oh, Sam, how did you do in school?
Not great.
Okay.
Not great. B's and C's.
Oh.
B's and C's. But you know. All right. What's next on the cruel and unusual punishment gift list?
Cathy Kelley?
Yeah, Cathy is next. No. Adrian's next.
Adrian's next? All
Yeah.
right. Adrian's got a few different parts to it.
You bet he does. That's how he got the job.
First, after we hung out, is he here?
Yeah, he's in the.
I'm right here.
He's
Hey,
voice
buddy.
of God.
After we hung out at the Met game for a while, the three of us.
That we got kicked out of Citi Field.
It's so awful that there's a
Security,
backstory
terrible.
to all these. Like, something that I learned about him on my journey was that he liked. So I got.
So there's a few things for Adrian. First, he's like me. He loves beer, and he also loves tigers. We learned that on the radio.
I guess he
He
does.
said
like,
it's his favorite animal.
You really do listen closely.
That's not my favorite animal.
It's not. I know you said lion the second time. So this is This is a special beer stein, a limited edition Budweiser beer stein with an Asian tiger on it.
Look at that, Adrian.
Wow.
Nice
Thank you,
gift.
Chris.
That's a nice gift.
My favorite animal is a lion.
The second part of
Tigers are the same as lions.
second part of Adrian's
Tigers are girl lions.
we bonded over our favorite movie. So what I got from him through an endorsement through a deal with a company that I have is a limited edition little package of oversized cards commemorating the Major League Baseball movie.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
And lastly, which in my opinion is the best part.
Is that going to go in the junk drawer, Adrian?
No. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
If Adrian were to ever get into prison, and it was probably my fault,
You already know
he
what it is,
can
Mark.
bring this with him.
That's a great gift.
Blackberry preserve.
That's a great gift.
Thank you.
Favorite.
I'll use that this
Blackberry
weekend.
preserve.
Jackie, something we learned about prison life since you've been on the show is that men in prison, what do they like to do? Toss salad. They love to toss the salad. Some people like it with jam. Some people like it with syrup. But it helps people reach their climate. Adrian, he prefers blackberry preserves when he's getting his salad tossed. So
Who wouldn't?
yeah, that's right. That's a good attitude, Jackie.
Right.
So Chris, great gift. Great gift.
Great
What
gift.
are the gifts you have for Cathy?
They just came in. They made it.
Okay.
You mentioned it on the show one time.
Is this another box of fucking lollipops?
Some Japanese toilet candy.
Oh
that you
my
God.
Can I give it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, but like
Is it good?
I don't know, but they look like shit.
this is the candy that Cathy was talking about. They look like toilets and you dip them
I
in or
couldn't
something.
get them because I only saw them in Japan.
Right. Well. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He ordered them from
Should
Japan.
we eat one?
You should, I mean, they're Cathy's.
They're
to do
foaming. Yeah, we can try
With,
one.
I didn't open them.
What's next on? Well, we'll check. What's next on the list?
You, I think.
That's all Cathy gets.
I'm fine with
They
this.
came,
This
from
is
Japan. They
great.
came from Japan.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I
Sam,
guess they're better
yours
than
is-
fake Olive Garden cards.
Well, yeah, yours is two parts. And actually, this could work for him too.
Virgil, you're not going to kill us, are you?
I'm so glad I didn't do that tonight because this was so fun. And if
Good.
I did that, it wouldn't have been
Good.
fun.
I'm glad you had a good time.
So I'm like,
but
all
still,
right.
if the front row could stand up and create a human shield, that would be. I'm just kidding.
Sam, I loved the hot dog chicks.
Thank you, Mike. You hadn't mentioned that before.
I'm loving every minute of this.
You hadn't mentioned that one of them is leaning on your knee.
I know. I love every minute of this.
Can I tell you something? Do you feel something in your body?
Always.
You do. You do. Always. Just consistently. Good for you, Mikey. I'm glad you're having a good time. I love you being here.
Thanks, Sam. This is like an early birthday gift. Or a late
It is?
birthday. Oh,
It
yeah,
is?
the hot.
Just having the hot dog muffins be all over you?
Oh yeah, I love every minute, buddy. Thank you.
Good. Well, you hot dog muffins, you're doing a fabulous job. So what's this two-part thing? I've told you before, I don't need gifts.
I
You
know.
that.
So
Okay.
what do you get for the person who A, has everything, B, has the palate of a 4-year-old, and C, doesn't like presents?
You leave them alone.
I agree, but I
Right.
couldn't do that at your place.
Yeah.
So the first
I don't
part.
know, that might have been the greatest gift of all. I'm just kidding, Chris.
$300 of gift certificates to Chick-fil-A.
Right, exactly.
All right. The first part, this was actually very hard to find.
Okay.
I know you probably have it already, but you probably don't have it.
If I do, I'll pretend I don't.
You don't have it mint in the box in original.
All right, that's great.
Series 1.
That's great.
This was fucking hard to find.
Virgil, look what he gave me. Look what he's giving me. Can you see?
So I thought maybe you could sign it for Sammy.
He just
He'll
gave
charge
me
you for it.
a mint on card Hasbro Virgil. Let me open this up. Let me see. My muscles don't look like that no more.
All right. Now
That's amazing. Thank you, Chris. That's very, very thoughtful and a very nice gesture. That's this is a great gift. I love it.
This you don't have to. It's fine. You don't.
No,
have to.
I really do. It's great.
So yours is probably
I
open.
appreciate that. It is. I don't have it MOC as they say.
Yeah. So that was fucking hard to find.
I bet.
So this one is a very symbolic present. It's
Oh.
actually a physical thing, but it's very symbolic.
I don't like that.
We all love you.
Yeah. I
We
like
all
big,
love you
you know?
here, even how much you
Exactly.
hate the fact that we all love you and where you've
Well, I
come
don't hate
from.
it so much as I feel uncomfortable by it.
Well, you're gonna feel
Yeah.
very uncomfortable because we think about where you've come from. You know,
I don't like
starting
this
out
at
down
all.
the road, down the street,
Uh-uh.
right? But you never forget where you come from. So what I got for you?
What the fuck's he talking about?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To commemorate your first crush, you once mentioned on the air.
Yeah.
Your first crush.
Yeah.
When you moved away, you never saw the girl again, and you shared something special
Did he
with her.
find the girl? Is she
Oh
in
my
the bag?
God.
And this is her leg.
You shared something special with her about your favorite baseball player.
I know what this is. Is this Noel? Seriously, is this whole interaction the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life?
Oh, by far.
By far, she says. This is.
When you left, you said that she gave you a Wade Boggs starting lineup.
Wade
Okay.
Boggs, really?
That's right. It was Wade Boggs. Yeah, he became my favorite baseball player.
And that's why he was your favorite baseball player.
Yeah.
And I didn't know which one it was. There were two.
So you got
I
him-
got you
you
both
got 'em
of
both.
them. So you never forget where you came from.
Chris, you're great. These are great. Everybody give Chris a round of applause. Chris is a great guy. You're a good man. You're a good man. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you taking everything we do in such good humor. This is literally the Wade Boggs figure from when I was a child. This is the one.
I didn't know which one it was.
Is that weird, Jackie?
I'm not going to judge you, Sam.
Thank you.
I like you a lot.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I am a Mets fan.
Sam, I do want to thank
Red Sox
you.
colors.
I do want to thank you, Sam, for everything you've done for me. Acknowledging my presence as a human being.
Right. You are a human being.
I'll break up my marriage.
You saved my life and my marriage, probably.
I've probably done some harm and good.
You got me into some dope shit over the past year.
It's important.
And,
Isn't it, Cathy?
I mean, I've been living dope shit for the past 2 months, and it's awesome. And it's
dope, right?
It got me in here twice today, and
Right.
it got me with my favorite baseball player of all time for
Virgil?
the last 24 hours. It got me in a fucking car with Virgil for 2 hours.
That's dope shit, ain't it, Virgil? Yes, it is.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you, Chris, very much. You're a great, great guy, and thank you all. Before we go, we should probably do some thank yous before we get into anything else. There's a couple people that because it's summer, it's 4th of July weekend. Some people are traveling, so they couldn't be here. But we should thank Don Wickland for helping us put this event together. We should thank really. In terms of the show, this is going to be very shilly of me. But you guys, as much as you've been trained to hate the boss, this show's idea was Scott Greenstein's. He came to me and said, we want to do this. So you can boo him if you want to, but I'm going to thank Scott Greenstein. We also need to give a huge
thank you to Opie. Because without Opie, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So, I mean, you know, he's put me in the place I'm in. So a big thank you to Opie. And in terms of people who have helped the show, obviously, you know, everybody here that is here for a reason. But the people who I wish could have been here that have just been enormous helps to the show and people that you've grown to love as much as me is Nicole Ryan.
Yeah!
And DJ Hookit. Is there anyone better than either of those two? You know, they're amazing. We should also probably, I guess for a minute, why don't you, Adrian, why don't you tell my parents and Jess to come in here? Oh, you guys are going to like this. This is the behind the scenes crew. Where's Mary? Why don't you? There's no. Let Mary mic them. I just need that visual for myself. Can't be that nice.
I love your mom and dad.
You do love them?
I do.
Yeah.
I told you I'm marrying your brother. If
My
he
brother-
likes it or not.
He's gay.
He's gay.
It's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, first, that's my dad right there. By the way, Dad, what's the company? They're a shoe company. It's the Three Stripes.
Adidas.
What is it?
Adidas.
Adidas. Okay, that's right. That's right. Well, thank you, Dad. And Mom, that's my mom right there. And Mom, I had a question for you.
I have one for you too.
What's the question? Well, as a matter of fact, first of all, my question is, why do you think I talk like that? No, the question that I had was, have you guys have been watching the OJ 30 for 30s, right? And the FX show. Do you think that OJ did it?
Well, Sam, in my view, he is guilty as sin. Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I just want to say this one thing.
Right.
You know, the other night, your sister was talking to her 2-year-old.
Right.
And she told this little girl that she was the coolest girl in the world.
Right.
And this 2-year-old looked at her and said,
I hope what's coming.
"No, Mama, Uncle Sam."
Yes! And she's right. What has that 2-year-old ever done? What is the 2? I've done this. What's that? Virgil, you ever hang out with a 2-year-old? No.
Never.
Because they haven't done shit except shit themselves. You know, she's right. But thank you for saying that. And completing the trifecta of the backstage Sam Roberts support team. Let's give a round of applause to Jess, huh? That's Jess. I mean, I don't have a. Is there I don't have a question for you that like is one of your lines, but.
Good job tonight.
Oh, thank you. That's Jess, everybody. That's Jess. Now, I feel like, you know, looking around the room, all these people, by the way, what a weird collection of people. But I wouldn't have, that's the point of the show, right? That's the whole deal. I think Troy, who, by the way, big thanks to Troy Kwan. If you like the way the show sounds, I mean, this is a guy. And by the way, Troy Kwan has been dedicated to the cause long before there was a Sam Roberts show. And Troy Kwan pointed out that the clearest definition in what Sam Roberts show is came last night when a caller called in and said, Sam, I don't know what I'm listening to. I don't understand. And props to Chris the teacher for getting me there. I don't understand how we went from Christopher Columbus to rape. And I said, that's the show. It's not your job to understand. Just be entertained. Just ride the wave. So I think that's what it is. What do you think of that, Mike?
Columbus is a filthy pirate, that idiot.
Now look, I feel like I want to make sure we thank
Also,
everybody.
Sam, real quick.
Yeah.
Virgil is losing his mind over Mary Jean. He was
Are you maintaining your composure over
My
there?
nipples are not hard anymore, Sam.
They're not.
No, this is like.
Sam.
What'd you say?
I'm just listening.
You're just listening with your head basically on Mary Jean's shoulder.
Yeah, it's nice.
Getting close to those breasts, huh? Okay.
Sam, when Mary Jean was over there, he was honestly nobody knew this. He was jerking off the camera stand.
Why were you doing that, Virgil?
Holy cow.
Just relaxing.
Just relaxing. Good for you. Well, listen, I think what we need to do, thanks to you, Hot Dog Muffins. Look at you two. Look at you two. Especially from Mike. Am I right, Mike?
Yeah, the muffins are oh, God almighty.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Mike. If there was ever a couple of girls to bring you back to your dirtbag ways, it's the Hot Dog Muffins, is it not? Is it not? All right. Well, I feel like this is what we usually do when the show goes 40 minutes overtime. We try to find out what we can take away from this. And as much as we did today on the show, and as much as we took, I feel like a whole year has gone by. And I don't know that I did anything for the last year. I don't know that anything was accomplished at all. Luckily, Adrian has been keeping track for the last year. So Adrian, if you will, give us the list.
Sam Roberts shits strawberry yogurt. A lot of people do drugs at night. Movie theaters are full of cum, gum, and boogers. Robots don't attack lesbians. Marijuana may make you lose your dick. Nobody likes Indian food. Al Roker loves having sex. We're all born gay. Crocodiles can reach up to 17 feet on average. YouTube is better than the zoo. Good deal makers don't follow through. Sam Roberts rules by street justice. You can either punch a bully or bully someone smaller. The only thing Troy Ave is guilty of is being real. Sam Roberts Show is building its own information database. All Samoans are related. When your asshole comes, it smells like a baby donkey. Hot dog fucks whores. Sam's foreskin is an inspiration. Voting is for chicks. Sam's dad has a fucking Amex. Sam's ass is always prepared. Antonio Banderas wants a piece of Cathy Kelley.
Yeah, he does.
Dinosaurs are bullshit. Pregnant sex makes gay babies. Stigmata is not a fruit. Sam Roberts lays pipe on the weekends. Donald Trump loves periods and fat people. Only Matt Damon makes potatoes out of poop. Being a man means drinking hot beverages. Mixed race kids love Sam Roberts Show. Sam Roberts is king of the morons. Fuck money is valid tuition payment. Sam is a weak ejaculator and still has wet dreams. Sam gets sexual gratification just looking at me. Sam is terrified of sidewalk rates. Sam Roberts has become a living, breathing brand. Robots are Holocaust deniers. Cathy Kelley is prettier than a peach on a tree. Sam Roberts radiates sexual energy. Steroids will be a big part of the Sam Roberts retirement plan. You can trade sex for followers. Girls can't get friend zoned. Summers are for masturbating. Women prefer a heavy penis. Cathy Kelley doesn't wear socks. This show has 30 million listeners every night. Donald Trump has an irresistible smile. Sam has never done the mangina. Kanye tucks it back. Jess breaks Sam's dick on the reg. Miguel hates Donald Trump. An open marriage would not work in Sam's favor. Nobody can remember the names of those whores from Petticoat Junction. Donald Trump is a Joe Paterno guy. Sam has Total Divas watch parties. If Donald Trump hasn't insulted you, you don't matter. Caitlyn Jenner is a traditionalist. Sam Roberts is not pleased with the size of his testicles. Dating is like getting punched in the face. Tyler in Alabama can lay pipe. Big Twinkie Ken has bitch tits. They don't make butthole band-aids. Sam loves black porn. Entertainment Weekly Radio deserves a waterboarding. Everybody gets drunk and fucks in Wisconsin. It's hard to get a girlfriend when you have AIDS. Under the right circumstances, Cathy Kelley would marry me. In politics, they allow collusion. Sam's dad would have been fine had he not been around. The Who Kid gets arrested quite a bit. China will be missed. Nicole Ryan is Judas with tits. Kevin Pollak is not relevant. Carly Fiorina does not have a great face. Killing chickens makes you a better man. Sam came from the vagina of Sirius XM. Teamwork makes the dream work. Tossing your salad never gets old. Sam's wife isn't allowed to toss anyone's salad. Swapping dips is disgusting. Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. Sam Roberts is one of the great radiographers. Mexico's paying for that fucking wall. Booger eaters can't be president. Roofies can be fun. Sam saves lives. Carlos the Uber driver is the horniest grandfather in America. Don't smoke pot. You can get high on Sam Roberts Show. Menopause makes men murderers. Sex robots are the beginning of the end. Mrs. Roberts is very proud of her son. Marriage is supposed to be temporary, short, and sweet. Handjobs are nostalgic. Iowa is 90% Mexican. Satellite radio doesn't exist. Dinosaurs and humans were once friends. It's pronounced Adidas, not Adidas. Men deserve more money and are physically superior. Big Ange was hot for Sam Roberts. J.K. Rowling is not very talented. Chewbacca Mom is curing the mentally ill. 3 out of 10 women are lying. Who Kid loved getting molested. Getting fingered for the WWE Championship belt isn't gay. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is underrated. Kurt Cobain killed Kurt Cobain. Nobody wants fuckballs around. Terry Bollea does not have a 10-inch penis. I may be wearing a genderqueer dress to the Undergaro Menounos wedding. People who don't have a lot of earwax are idiots. Cigarettes and bullets are the currency of the future. Alex Trebek is in bed with the robots. Dick Cream Cheese is a terrible TV host. Jazz is a dangerous genre of music. Girls from Syracuse get bad periods. Someone on this channel molests dogs. You're not supposed to shake babies. The solution to ISIS is iTunes. Sam Roberts is the Captain Clay Higgins of broadcasting. Stewart in Tulsa is a metalhead for life. Lance Von Superstar is the future of celebrity gossip. Kanye likes banana pudding and butt fisting. And this show is about two things, tits and ass.
And that's Adrian. And he has to deal with me every single day of his life. He wakes up thinking about me. And I want to do one thing. Adrian does a great job every day, and he has to deal with me, and he works hard in the whole thing. So we couldn't get this done without Adrian. So a round of applause for Adrian.
Thank you.
I think, that's right. I think there's only, even though it's not Friday, I think there's only one appropriate thing for all of us to do to end the very first Sammiversary. The biggest thank you goes to all of you here and at home, here and abroad. All of you for supporting this show. I mean, it's incredible. I've worked 11 years to get here, and you guys are backing me up. So thank you guys. Yeah. And there's only one thing to do, and that's Bollywood our asses out of here.
Oh.
So everybody Bollywood. Everybody have a great night. And the other reason Adrian is a great producer is because he lets me go 45 minutes over.
Not my problem.
No, it's not. Somebody else's. Everybody enjoy the night. And by the way, well, I mean, it's 45 minutes. For you listening at home, are we still going to do that thing at 10? We can't do it, right?
I mean, we'll figure something out.
We're going to air some of the first show after this, but now...
No, it's the first show will air, the first two segments from the first show ever, the first daily
It's
show.
going to air. Okay,
yeah.
so right after this, if you're listening at home, you can hear the first two segments of the very first Sam Roberts Daily Show.
After that, I don't know.
And after that, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe a best of this show. I hope you're listening live. We'll replay it over the weekend, too. Thank you all for being here and for listening and supporting. Hopefully we can do it again next year. Until then, let's Bollywood out of here. Good night, everybody.